everybody, my name is Shortlines K19, and today we're playing Railroader, but I only have one other person with me, so this is gonna be
Hi.
interesting. And we have 41 cars to get to. Fucking A. Um,
Tell you right off the bat, I think we ought to grab the C-46 out of Bryce and take it back, take it down to Whittier. I think we're going to need it.
yeah, go ahead. There might be some stuff up there. Okay, so how the fuck are we gonna do this? Uh, yeah, we're probably gonna need the C-46 because we have cars, we have empty coal cars and cars for the Alarka Bridge site. That probably what you should do is you should go and take that train.
All right.
I'm just gonna hop into 2709 for a little bit. Well, of course, it's being blocked by another engine. And I guess I am gonna go ahead and do the Bryson local. So select follow. Pick up any empty cars you see on the way back.
Pick up empties on the way back. Well, right now the only
Or
empty I see...
any cars that need to go to the interchange.
All right. Looking around, it looks like there's just one at Appalachian Hardwood. You want me to run down and grab that?
Sure.
Okay.
Just to make it easier. Hello, Hoxie How, welcome in. I do have dog cam. Dog cam is now a thing. Unfortunately, there are no dogs. So, normally there would be dogs there, but they're not for tonight because they are somewhere else right now. How's the audio? How's everything? How are you doing, of course? This is going to be interesting because I've never tried to do this much work with just two people.
The AI engineer is your friend.
Should we hire an AI engineer?
They only they only cost like $16 for a full day, so you
Yeah,
don't.
well,
It's just, you know, it's I make on my single player. I run a railroad about this same size. I make extensive use of the AI engineers, and yeah, it's manageable. Basically, you let them take care of the tedium.
yeah, how do I do the, I forget, how do I hire one again? I forget.
So, you control click on a locomotive so you have its window up, and then under the orders tab, you'll see mode manual, road, or yard. Road mode is you set a speed and it will take off in that direction. If it's a passenger train, if it's a passenger train, then the AI engineer will stop at all stations selected in the passenger cars.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and couple up 92 to the passenger cars and get the AI engineer up and running. I've been good. How have you been? I've been good. My professor didn't show up to class today. Or, it's a 3-hour class, and he still wasn't there an hour and a half in, so everyone just left. So, let me go ahead. I'll hire the AI engineer for the passenger train. Let me go ahead and actually refuel this real quick.
Alrighty.
And we'll have that be taken care of. And then,
Yeah. Now, let's see. So, do you know how to place a fusee, right?
yes.
Okay. So for the passenger trains, usually I make sure all the switches are set the way they need to be set, and then I set a fusee at the end of the route or at the end of the run, so that the AI engineer won't go any further than that.
All
In
right.
the case because I think the cars going to the Alarka Junction site are going to be building the Y. Well, a flying switch is the way I'd get the passenger engine to the other end. Of course, the AI engineer wouldn't complain if you tell him just to shove the whole passenger train all the way back to Whittier either. So.
Could I couple the Alarka Bridge train to the passenger train? Have that just take it?
Yeah, I mean, you could. It's so long as you have so long as the locomotive has enough oomph to get it done.
Although probably not with this. I'll just say come back here with the consolidation, and I'll just say do the coal and the Alarka Y train just as one thing.
Works for me. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can leave that mess to me. I think I taught you the way of mostly automating the log train. Though we'll look into that as locomotives are available.
Yeah. Well, we only have 2 people, so we could actually hire another. We have another locomotive that we can run the log train with.
Okay.
So I'm just filling up on water for this locomotive because I I need this is gonna be the AI passenger train, so
Yep. Now, the AI engineers will warn you if they start to run out of water. But,
yeah, but I don't want to have to deal with that. So
fair enough.
uh
Oh, while I'm
yes.
thinking about it, for your own reference, once the Y is done, there you can also purchase a water column for Alarka Junction.
Okay,
Now,
that's good. That's good.
yeah, that was a recent addition, a
Nice.
recent
Yeah.
update.
They've
So,
been having a lot of small like bug patches and bug updates, small little
mm-hmm.
updates and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Is kind of nice, right? Let's
Yep.
see.
Yep.
While I am waiting here, I will go to Larka Junction, and then I will put well, actually I have to go in the cab, and then go to first person, go to Alarka Junction, and then somewhere along the tracks over here, I will put a fuse. Which, oh come on, how, now I forget, okay.
Control F,
Control F, okay. There we
and
go.
then click it to extinguish. Yep.
And now we will go back to over here. All filled up on coal. Let me get back in the cab of the engine. And then couple up to the passenger train. Which we do actually have one random passenger car that we accidentally bought. So... so we're just gonna go ahead and sell that. So...
All
we
right.
meant to buy an observation and, oh well.
Yeah.
Accidentally hit something else. So... that's not good, but...
And remember, look before you leap.
True, true.
All right.
But this is just a train game, so virtual
Yep.
trains. No need to get so upset about it.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. What's the old saying? Stuff happens.
Stuff does indeed happen. Okay.
All right, so I've got the
Plunk.
one boxcar that's inbound at the moment.
All right.
I'll try to blitz my way back to Whittier with 207.
Yes, and the Alarka Bridge train and the Alarka Y train and the coal Robinson Gap coal is what you need to do. You're gonna have to do some switching, but it's okay.
But so long as I've got use of Hemingway siding, I'll be just fine.
Okay, let me go ahead. Passenger equipment. Passenger. Okay. Now for AI engineer, I just go to orders,
Orders,
road.
road, and just set the speed slider at 45 all the way over, because it will automatically, it will not exceed the speed limits, at least intentionally.
Okay, so now the AI train is indeed going. So
Already. Now, the question is, can I beat the thing to Ella, or should I hold at Governor's Island for
now
it?
the what's it called? The log train, is it just sort of the same thing where I just couple up to the log cars?
Yeah.
And then just okay.
Basically, yeah. Now, if the what is it called? What is that? Not Walker. That one is if the Connolly L1 cars are at the front, you can basically just set all the switches on up. Just put it in road mode; it'll spot them. Then check on it after a few minutes when it's up there. You cut it off back it up in yard mode, then send it in road mode up to L2, and it'll stop itself there, just as long as you set the switches for it.
Okay, that's fine.
That's how we usually did it on the Blue Mountain and Southern.
They should be automatically set, so...
Okay. I mean, worth double checking, but still, yeah, it's the log train can more or less run itself as long
Oh
as you know how to
yeah,
set it up.
JNPT number 1 is in kind of shit condition because Ryan accidentally put it on the ground the other day. Um, so
Hmm.
I think
Well,
I'm gonna
how how bad is it?
73%.
You can get away with running a log train like that. I mean, on my single player, I got when you repair that thing to start off with, I ran it on a log train about at the same condition after after just a little bit of repair work. So
Okay,
yeah,
well,
it'll run. It's not gonna be great, but it'll run. It'll get the job done.
all right. I just want to get that going. And then eventually, obviously, the log train isn't that much in terms of it's not that much in terms of, it doesn't take too long.
Yeah,
So after that,
in
we'll
game
stick it
time,
back
it's
into the
about 2
shed.
hours. Yeah, stick it into the shed and pay the $15 for the shop man today.
Yeah, it's technically 30 because we have 2. Okay, so apparently that is fully open. All right. Get that coupled up, and then I guess I am doing all of the Bryson, that entire mess.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a whole bunch of cars that need to go back into the interchange. No, well, sawmill cars. Okay. I am starting a project, a model railroad project, which is a little shelf layout. Not really shelf layout, more of a portable sort of layout. Which is
Um,
gonna be... Yes?
double checking real fast. Did you select the Whittier station with 92?
No, I did not.
Okay, I forgot to mention it only stops at stations that are checked. So
Okay.
it's but you could check. Here's what I'd say: just put the slider to 0, select Whittier station, send it backwards, put a flare behind it.
All right. Where is it?
About halfway to Ella, a third of the way to Ella. No worries.
Manual, stop. Okay, yeah. Whittier
Uh,
Depot, Whittier Depot.
at least that'll give me a chance to get 207 to Ella, and if there are any cars going back from Ella, I'll grab them.
Oh, that's the coach. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget copy to couple. A little button down there for the on the passenger cars for once you've gotten the station stop selected.
There we go. And then, let's see. Go to Whittier. Drop a flare. Control F. There we go. That should be okay. P.
By
Log
the way,
cars.
tell whoever the daredevil is around here that their speed to beat is now 50 miles an hour.
Hey Ryan, I don't know. Uh he does go fast.
Well, the thing in this game, you can go pretty fast with the equipment. You just need to know where to do it.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
Okay, orders or road. Max speed. Reverse.
At any rate, after it finishes the Whittier station stop, then put it back in road mode. Tell it to go forward. But the flare back there will make sure that it doesn't back into the yard after boarding passengers. So.
Road, reverse, max speed. Okay. Let's see. Will it do that then?
Will it do what? It should make the station stop automatically. And
no,
then
I'm talking about the log train. Oh, because all the cars are not fully... You have to release the handbrakes on the cars?
Yeah, handbrakes off, tie in the air.
Okay, there we go.
Make sure the brakes are off.
Okay, so... I'm gonna... have that switch that way. And where is...
we got...
Passenger train is, in fact, coming back into Ella. Or, not Ella. Oh, Whittier. So
Whittier. There you go.
That's good.
Yep. Alrighty. 2 pickups at Ella. Alright, no problem.
You might want to hold at Ella for the passenger train.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it depends on how long... It depends on how long the station stop is, but yeah, I'll plan on holding. Alright, arrived at Whittier Depot, 747.
Okay, that stopped for a fuse. Do I need to put a fuse at the, what's it called? On the siding over there, or no? On the Connolly Creek L1?
No, the AI trains will not run off the end of the track. They'll stop at the end of track, and those sidings are both L1 and L2 for Connolly Creek are dead ends. So you just put him road mode in there. He'll run right in and spot the cars. Now you'll have to set the brakes and uncouple them and all that, but he'll get them in the right spot.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Just so long as the L1 cars are from the locomotive at the far end of the consist.
Hello, Spud. Welcome in. Short line during the Apollo 12 landing be like, he wasn't born yet. Yes, I was not, in fact, alive in November 1969. Spud, welcome in. Did you get I haven't gotten a chance to read through the absolutely cursed, pentapropellant study that I sent you. I just saw the concept, read the first 2 pages, and like, what the fuck were they on? That is a rocket engine that uses 5 different fuels. Normally, you only use 2.
Well, I thought it was 3, and if any 2 mixed, you got a light.
Well, it's typically 2. You have a liquid fuel and you have an oxidizer. Sometimes there are engines that run off of 3 propellants, so 2 oxidizers and a liquid fuel. But this is 5.
It sounds a little overcomplicated to me.
Yes, and there's a reason why this did not. This basically died with a. There's a reason why this was confined to just a singular study in like 1970, and then that's it. By Chrysler, but oh well. All right, let's fuel up on coal and water. You know what? I think this is actually already full of coal and water.
See, I saw number 1 report there was a switch against it. Double check that. You might want to double check that.
Oh yeah, I see. And then that I have to manage the AI train, but that's okay. All right, now let's go ahead and do some switching. These Whittier sawmill cars, let's see. Pencil, Hollofield. Okay. I'm gonna do everything on one big super local. So that's gonna be fun. So yeah, I am gonna have to switch out some of these blocks of cars. Okay. Yeah, as I said, I'm starting a model railroad project, which is a small little portable HO scale switching layout, which is going to be based on the Washington Old Dominion Railroad in Leesburg, Virginia. So that's going to be nice. I want to make some custom engines for it, including a 70 and a 44 tonner. I have the 70 tonner, which I'm in the process of dismantling that little Bachmann one. And then I ordered some decals today, and I need to go and get some paint, which I'm going to do that tomorrow. But I have some of the wood already, because in order to make it portable, I'm just going to use, it's strange, I have this piece of wood that's like a foldable thing. Like, it's two pieces of wood with hinges attached to it and a little base. And I'm going to separate I took the hinges off, and I'm just going to screw those together to form a little portable switching layout. And then I'm going to try and make that. It'll be my first true layout that I'll make from scratch, because, I've had O-scale layouts before, but, like, nothing impressive. This is going to be the first, bottom-up, fully scenic sort of layout that I make. That's a big project. It should be noted that 2 of the 5 propellants of specific proposal were liquid hydrogen, which needs to be kept at 250 below Celsius, and liquid beryllium, which needs to be kept at 1,200 above Celsius. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like a recipe for success, don't it?
Yeah.
That sounds about as ridiculous as the Nova rocket and the initial idea for the lunar lander being about the size of an atlas.
Or the giant dome. The giant glass dome on the LEM.
Yeah, that too.
No,
But
But,
God
okay,
bless
but
John C. Holbolt.
the thing about Nova, though, is that even though Nova was utterly ridiculous, it wasn't out of the realm of 1960s technology. It just would have taken way too fucking long. Like, the main advantage of Lunar Orbit Rendezvous is it allowed them to, yeah, for a long-term lunar mission, probably wasn't the best idea. But in terms of actually, they could basically parallel develop all of the individual aspects, the lander and the capsule at the same time, speeding things up. You didn't have to spend way more time developing, one giant craft that could do everything with direct ascent. Or with putting together Earth Orbit Rendezvous with a direct ascent vehicle, which...
Yep.
Saving weight. This is genuinely more ridiculous than NSWR. Yeah, this is probably the most ridiculous idea for an engine I've seen that's somewhat within the realm of modern possibility. Arrived at Ella Station, 8:01.
Yep, I'm staring her down.
Okay. Appalachian, all the cars for Bryson, I am... Oh, I forgot that one for Ella Farm Supply. Shit. Okay, well, I'm like half paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm doing some switching. Nice flat switching. But, 27 fares, nice. Oh, nuclear saltwater rockets, yeah. It's a type of, are you aware of nuclear thermal rockets, Jimmy?
The only thing that comes to mind was the Orion nuclear bomb powered thing. But I don't think that's quite what you're talking about.
I mean, that's a very literal interpretation of what a nuclear thermal rocket is. Well, it's not even thermal. Well, I guess it is, but nuclear thermal rocket. So the basic idea behind a nuclear thermal rocket is, you have a certain you have a propellant, typically just a liquid fuel,
Mhm.
In the one that the one that they built during the 60s, Project Nerva, it was hydrogen. So basically, you would flow superheated hydrogen through or surrounding a nuclear reactor, which would superheat the hydrogen and as a result cause combustion, and that, generate thrust and do standard rocket things. Um,
Fair enough.
this was tested, this was built, they built one of these, and they tested it out, Project Nerva. It got very far into development, and before it ended up being canceled. But, there is, then there's nuclear saltwater rockets, which is basically, how the fuck do I describe a nuclear saltwater rocket?
Sounds like another disaster to me, but
Spud, can you back me up on this? Because I have a vague idea of what NWSR rockets are actually like, but I'm not entirely confident enough to share. Because I know I'll get something wrong. Ella Farm Supply. Okay. Oh, nope. Going too fast. Flunk.
I'm not. I mean, I've got a healthy respect for space stuff. It's interesting, although I'm not too well versed in the minutia. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I know most of the stuff I know is like random tidbits, like what was his name? Apollo 12, Al something or other tried to fix a TV camera by smashing it with a hammer.
Yes, Al Bean pointing it at
Al
the
Bean.
sun.
Yeah, oops.
If you have time, I would recommend, because Al Bean, and after he retired from NASA, he ended up becoming a painter. And ended
Oh,
up
wow.
painting basically what he saw on the moon and various aspects of Apollo, and they're pretty neat. I have one of his books. But
All right.
Apollo 12 has one of my favorite little moments of all time, where basically there was basically in the astronaut rations there was some tuna, right? And you had to eat things on certain days, at least that's how it was supposed to go down, although in reality the astronauts would just more or less eat whatever the hell they wanted.
Yeah.
So there was this packet of tuna that was left over from a previous meal, and command module pilot Nick Gordon, wanted to eat the tuna. But he wasn't too sure because it had expired the day before, and he wasn't quite sure, if I eat this, am I going to get sick? So they radioed down to Mission Control, basically saying, is it okay to eat this tuna? And apparently this one little random question caused a whole debate within Mission Control about whether or not Dick Gordon could eat this tuna, because they didn't want him getting sick. Well, they didn't want him getting sick, 2 or 3 days from now when they were getting ready to go into orbit around the moon, because, he was a command module pilot and he had to do all that.
Yeah.
Eventually, they came to the conclusion that it was probably not the best idea to eat it. One of the comments was, everyone else on the crew, Pete Conrad and Al Bean, could eat the tuna, but Dick Gordon couldn't because he had asked the question. It's the tuna fish controversy. It's one of my favorite little moments.
That's pretty good. I do recall there was a piece of transcript from one of the Apollo missions where all of a sudden someone says, "Hey, get some napkins. There's a turd floating up here. Who did this?"
That's Apollo 10. That's Apollo 10.
And then, so I think it was in the 90s, there was a TV adaptation of the, sort of the history of the Apollo program called From the Earth to the Moon.
Yeah, I still need to watch that.
The one they had on Apollo 12 is one of my favorites. It's hilarious. Apparently, there was all the concern about the parachute and whatnot, and
the lightning strike. Yeah, Apollo 12 is just a very just Pete Conrad in general, national treasure, the goofiest man to ever live, and yet
the whole
I saw the Apollo 12 command module, Yankee Clipper, when I was in Newport News. Because they have it down there. Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's the Virginia Space and Science Center down there, which is near Hampton Roads, obviously, and Langley. That's kind of neat. Let's see.
There's
Another sort of release the handbrake. Yeah, another sort of story relating to Pete Conrad was on Skylab 2. For whatever reason, they decided one day to turn off all the lights in the space station to see how, like, what the sensation would be like. And apparently, it was pretty spooky, just floating around in just total vacuum. Oh, maybe I'm not going because I don't actually have air hooked up to this train.
All right, I'm coming into Whittier proper.
Well, I'm currently blocking you, so...
All right, well, all right. I'll be ready on the brakes then.
I'm currently blocking the yard. Open, ankle cock open. Where are the ankle cocks closed? Are they closed, like, are they closed up here? Oh yeah, they're my engine. Okay. Apparently I was doing that entire shoving move without any air. So, okay. Here you go. You ready for this shit, Jimmy? This is what a nuclear saltwater rocket is. So TLDR, a nuclear saltwater rocket is a rocket proposal which would use a 3070 mix of highly enriched uranium salts dissolved in liquid water as propellant. You keep the salt water in lead-coated tubes small enough that the uranium stays subcritical, and then run the engine pipe mixture into the combustion chamber, where it reaches criticality and effectively produces a continuously sustained nuclear explosion, and then goes back at the ungodly speeds for absurd thrust and efficiency. It's like Project Orion, but instead of detonating self-contained nukes and pulses, you just have one big nuclear explosion that keeps feeding fissile material until you decide to shut the engine off.
Interesting.
The shit and rocket scientists will come up with.
Was this before or after we discovered what Fallout was?
This was after. This was like the 90s?
Yeah, that sounds to me like just leaving a whole bunch of radiation belts everywhere.
This entire thing was invented by a guy called Robert Zubrin, who is actually a almost universally well-respected engineer and general rocket person. So people were like, yeah, if Zubrin thinks this can work, it probably can with enough technology development.
Well, as was said in Jurassic Park, it's not so much a question of whether or not you could, it's a question of whether or not you should.
This is true. Like, we haven't even flown just a standard nuclear thermal rocket in space, let alone one of these fucking things. Although soon, Project DARPA, or Project Draco, maybe, in like 5 to 10 years, I don't know.
Would be interesting.
Let's see. Whittier sawmill cars. Where... I'm just gonna shove these... Where can I shove these in a temporary location? Zubrin is respected, but he's also a character. Yeah. To be fair, there are plenty of characters in the spaceflight realm. He who shall not be named. And, trying to an Astra. Spud. You thought railroading had characters. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. We're in the spaceflight industry now is... excuse me.
Roger. Oh boy, I guess it's on me now. Let me see if I can find. Where is... Alrighty, and...
Okay, sorry about that. I am back.
Welcome back.
Nuclear saltwater rockets is one of those things that could probably work and would be cool in like 500 years. Yeah. I will say that the modern aerospace industry is kind of in that position where railroading was in say the late 1800s, where yeah, it's matured a bunch, but it's still a relatively new technology, and it's only at the point where the commercial market will begin large-scale investment in it. And as a result, there is an absolute craze over it, where basically any sort of crazy batshit idea will be considered and will get funding to a certain degree. Uh, so, Whittier Sawmill, yes. I am shoving these cars supposed to go to the Whittier Sawmill. I'm just shoving them into the Whittier Sawmill track for now, even if there's no way for me to actually, I'm just shoving them in for now until we get some of the cars out of Whittier. So, because I need room, which is something I don't really have.
So I've got 207 and the empties turned on the Y, and they're out of the way up there. I'll get the log train moved up to its next step here
Alrighty.
while I'm waiting.
Let's see.
Oh.
So,
Hello, it is Mr. Ryan.
Hello, everyone.
hello, Ryan. I should have probably said that we are streaming.
I was able to pick up on that.
There we go. I forgot to say that in chat, but yes, Ryan, are you going to do a Baltimore to Annapolis layout? Because I'm doing a WNOD one.
Well, here's my plan.
You have the motive power already.
Well, yeah, I have the motive power. Well, the thing is that what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to get that. It's not on the highest list of priorities right now, but I'll probably get that sent off to Jader at some point for at least a DCC install, maybe DC. I mean, I might try my hand at it myself, but the thing is that I'm very fortunate that I got my switcher for about $30, but last I've checked, their prices have been climbing steadily. So I don't know if I'd want to screw that up. Oh,
yeah.
So, Michael, now that we've got another locomotive in town, do you want me to help run around and maneuver? At least get those cars into the mill, or?
My microphone decided to cut out exactly as you were explaining all of that. So,
Okay,
what'd you say?
So, basically, do you want me to grab the inbound empties for the sawmill, pull them out so that you can tack onto the tail end?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Alrighty.
Let me go ahead and switch this Ella car onto the Consist, and then we can do that.
All right, I'll come up to the East Whittier siding switch.
Yes, but to explain to the other people, standard nuclear thermal rocket, though, those are an actually good idea and was seriously pursued in the 60s, although it's only recently coming back with the space renaissance. Yes, yes. Originally Project Nerva, and then that was canceled in the Apollo drawdown, because it was seen as sort of a, if they develop this, that will lead to a Mars mission, which Congress didn't want to fund, and now it's back because under Project Draco, and because we need that now, we'd like that to have that now, and stuff like that. But,
Also, Michael, just as a reference, I found one listing for a Baltimore Annapolis, number 50. Starting bid $50, the buy it now is $200.
Oh my gosh. I started...
These things have gotten popular, haven't they?
Just rare. Yeah. I started taking apart my 70-tonner, my Bachmann 70-tonner that I'm going to paint up in WNOD. I bought the decals today, and I'm going to buy the paint tomorrow. But the thing is that I actually need... I'm pretty sure the actual mold for the shell that Bachmann used for it is just red, so I am going to have to apply a primer to it before I do anything with it.
Unfortunate.
So, oh well. Hopefully I can get that done over, I can start work on that and order everything I need to, and I can get that done over my spring break, which is coming up, not next week, but the week after.
Oh, same here, Michael. But I will say that, overall, what is it? I'll get Jared to do that, and we'll have a ball with that, I'm sure.
Yes. There we go, we're coupled up.
So, I would be joining y'all right now, but I'm trying very desperately to tie up all of the loose ends for the chiller.
The chiller.
Because
The
I want
chiller
to try and get that
saga.
out. I want to try and get that out before what is it? Before
The end of the month.
before I go for spring break, actually. So
Alrighty.
so we're gonna do our best with that. Mid-Atlantic and Western. Okay. Okay, so I think I used that somewhere then. Okay, that's unfortunate, but it's
Is there
fine.
a-
You know.
All right, Jimmy.
All right, I'll come in and grab the sawmill cars, pull them out of the siding. That'll let you that way you can get them on your nose, and that should make at least that'll make putting them in easier.
Alrighty. I need you to grab, and the reason why we're having that for this is I need you to grab all the cars for Robinson Gap and all the cars for the Alarka Bridge site. So couple up to the Robinson Gap cars on the first track first, and then onto the second one. Luckily,
Will
it's
do.
all half the train is most of it's empties, so you should be good-ish.
Grab them and go.
Good-ish.
Will do. Oh, and I've got 3 inbound empties here for the interchange, but I'll slap those over on the other main once we get the sawmill stuff dealt with here.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I actually am going to go to the store that I work at, not to work, but because in the back there is a buckets upon buckets of brass track that I want to. Obviously, for this layout, I could use just a model railroad program, but I kind of want to see it out visually.
Fair enough.
So I'm just gonna go there and just rummage through the back and fiddle around with this brass track to get an idea of how many track pieces that I need, and I'm gonna
All right.
buy new track for it, just nickel silver shit, but just for planning purposes.
By the way, if you by chance ever run across someone who, for some stupid reason, wants a whole bunch of the old brass flex track, let me know. I've got a literal tote full of it.
You cannot sell brass track worth. It's brass track and old Lionel tube track. There's just so much of it. 027 track.
Yeah.
Buckets upon buckets upon buckets of that shit. Shortline, read the previous
wonder-
message. Yes, I'm getting to that, Spud.
I was gonna say, I wonder if it's actually worth more in its weight as like metal than it
Like
is as
scrap?
track.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, all a standard nuclear thermal rocket does is use a standard nuclear reactor, but instead of heating up water to generate electricity, it heats up propellant to generate thrust. Yeah. Has lower thrust, but much higher efficiency than standard chemical rockets, which is good for use in space. Yeah, you're never going to use a nuclear rocket in atmosphere.
I would hope not.
Okay.
Oh, you need a little more space than that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hello?
friends. Hello,
Hello.
Michael.
My whistle isn't blowing.
Oh, that's no good.
I was hearing it.
I'm not hearing
heard
it
it.
on my end.
I heard a whole lot of where.
Dog cam. Okay, I probably should have put a disclaimer that while dog cam is set up, there are no dogs in the house right now. So you just get a picture of my bed. And like a printer and my New England Railroad map and my vacuum and an American flag pillow stuffed into the wall and my my historic Apollo 11 newspaper. There's not much on that side of the wall in my room. Everything else is... Like, behind me I have a whole bunch of decorations, but in front I just don't have shit next to on that wall.
Hey,
So...
what? I must have something from the Lehigh, New England. I must.
Like in trains?
Yeah.
Alright.
I swear.
Jimmy, have you
See,
uncoupled the cars for the
Yeah,
sawmill?
I broke you away.
Okay. The Lehigh, New England. What a railroad.
I don't mean to derail y'all's railroader stream. How's things going, by the way, on that front?
Things are going okay. We have some of the AI trains doing stuff where we would normally have people. I'm running a massive local. Jimmy is running a coal train. So
Coal train / construction train, a little bit of everything going, covering the entirety of the railroad as it stands.
Oh, so it sounds like you're having the time of your life.
Well, for me, it's something different.
Jimmy, take a look at chat real quick.
Take a look at.
I like the Twitch chat.
Well, I also have been known to go by Jim, Jimbo, Jimbabwe, Jimmy Changa, James. It's you name it, I've probably heard it. Jim is just what I go by.
That's funny. Dog.
Oh goodness. Border Collie's getting argumentative.
I'm the only one in the house for the next couple of days because my parents are going on a trip, and the dogs are away in a kennel. So, no dogs. I will sleep with a knife under my bed. I don't know. Harding Hemingway, nice. Am I gonna have enough room? Yep. There we go.
And you better have enough room.
Jamegatron, I guess.
Now, that is a new one on me.
D&H. Screw it, D&H.
Delaware.
Mental wounds not healing. We're gonna use a Vlad. It'll be a Vlad evolution, I think.
Mood. Epic, even.
Oh, hush. Hey!
Alright, I'm gonna head out. Take care. Well, thank you for joining in, Spud, as always. So...
I hear the border collie.
The dogs are barking, Ryan. The dogs are barking.
Oh, they so are.
Okay, Whittier Sawmill.
It sounds like they're quite conversational.
They're being shaman.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Tomorrow night, Ryan, I do hope to maybe not finish, but get like 95% done with JNPT mymovie.mov. I have alerted Jimmy that he will have to do Drunk Bicolus in French at least once.
In French? Good. That's right. That's right.
This was your idea.
Yes, it was. You know, so I am... Sometimes, you know, sometimes I forget.
My genius, it's frightening. Hello, Average, welcome in. How are you doing today?
411 or 413, guys? What are you thinking?
413.
I'm thinking fourth. All right.
I don't even know what you're referencing, but
I'll go C420s.
Average, I unfortunately got no updates on the PNG, so, but I hope you are doing well tonight, Mr. Fonk's Inspector himself. JNPT 2709. Alright, just been making playlists for people like music playlists. Ryan, the music playlist of all time, train songs and stuff.
Yes, once.
Yep, hey, nice. I need to update my playlist. Every couple of months, I'll like add a whole bunch of... I'll start listening to a whole bunch of new songs, and then every couple of months, I'll have to go back and physically add that to my playlist. Because I try and keep it organized, because it's a YouTube playlist, because I use YouTube for music. Because not everything I listen to is on Spotify. Speaking of train song, huh? Let's see. Ryan has muted himself. Oh yeah, Average, by the way, there is a new redeem, which is Dog Cam. Normally when my dogs are here, they typically lie on that bed, but they're not here right now, so you just get a picture of my room. Cozy, yes. Big cozy bed. I like my room. I'm in the basement, but that just makes it cozy. And
Sorry about that, everyone. I was just playing Mediator.
I see.
Mhm.
It takes up like 80% of the screen. Yeah, my webcam. But sent you a song called Train Song. I will take a listen to it after the stream.
Oh wait, wait, hold on. Ask the person Train Song. Hold on. I think I might know the song he's referring to.
Hold
No,
up. Let me.
I don't because
You want me to send it to you, Ryan, and then you can do
Yeah.
a live Ryan reaction?
well, because I might know the song that this person's referring to.
He sent a Spotify playlist, so there you go.
Let me take a look. Hold on. Open Spotify. Hold on. You gotta understand. Like, I'm literally writing a project. Oh, it's not the song that I know about, but you gotta understand. I'm coming up with a major marketing pitch for Amtrak based solely off of like a 3 a.m. exploration of various Amtrak playlists about various Amtrak routes. This is, mind you, this is a 15-page paper and a 15-minute presentation that I'm whipping together solely based on a hunch. So,
Okay, and?
so like, I'm obviously the most qualified to handle with this.
Listen. Many train-related things have found their way into originally started as school projects.
If I land a gig at Amtrak because of this school project, it will be so awesome.
It will be so
would be
cool.
so cool. It would be the most incredible Amtrak gig the world has ever seen. The screens would light up with real explosions and special effects, like tons and tons of special effects with super sweet Kates that would be special effect that will blow your mind.
Okay, these are for the East Whittier interchange. Those are for the East Whittier interchange. Those are somewhat inconvenient. Hey Jimmy, after you get that entire train together, do you mind shoving those cars into a more convenient location for me?
Those three?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
See, how the fuck are we gonna manage this?
Or would you rather I just pull them ahead so you can tack them onto the front of that?
Yeah, just pull them ahead. That will be easier.
Alright, will do. 1,190 tons behind my
Yes.
I
drawbar.
don't know if I should go to the dining hall, if I should order something in. Last time I ordered something in, it went wrong, so I don't know. I don't know if I should take a chance. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it's nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous... What were you going to say, Michael?
I had a completely separate thought, entirely unrelated. I can afford take off your glasses, but I'm not a dick. Listen, okay. This is some nonsense right here, which is that my doctor said, when you're on your computer, take off your glasses, because I'm farsighted. I can't see shit far away. But when I take off my glasses, I still can't see, well, I can see stuff, but I can't read anything. Even if my computer is like a foot away, I still can barely read anything. So I need to have these on basically no matter what, unless I want my monitor to be 2 inches from my face. What did they get wrong last time, Ryan?
No, literally the order just didn't go through. And so, like, I was charged $13 for food that never came.
I've had that happen to me before, kind of.
So I'm hesitant because I'm not sure if I want to go eat dining hall food. And like, the duality of man. Like, I don't know if I should, like, I don't know if, like, God is, I don't know if, like, I need to talk with God. Like, do you think he has office hours?
Yeah, he probably does.
Jim, you seem a little bit more in touch with this. Do you know if God, like, does he take appointments?
I'm pretty sure he's free all the time.
Is he?
Here I went and I zoned out at the wrong moment again. As far as I'm aware, the office is always open.
That's good.
Just so long as you've got just so long as you're being honest.
I mean, I think I'm going to be pretty honest when I ask him, can I have food that arrives, that I have an order system that will work. I think that's a pretty genuine request. Is it not?
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
All right, yeah. You know what?
Spoke to the man himself. He's available at 10 a.m. on Sunday. Really?
Oh, the funny thing is, so if you all are familiar, you all might be familiar with the 1970s film Murder on the Orient Express.
I
Yes.
am not aware. No.
Okay, well, it was an adaptation of the Agatha Christie Hercule Poirot book by the same title. Albert Finney played Poirot. But for when they were getting ready to film some of the external shots of the train going through, the Eastern European countryside, they needed there to be snow, but there wasn't any. And one of the guys involved with the production said, "Don't worry about it. I've had a word with the Almighty. There'll be snow within a fortnight." Well, the director kind of rolled his eyes on that and ordered 10 truckloads of snow that they could bring in and spread around the fields and make it look all great. What happened? It snowed, and the trucks full of snow got stuck in the snow.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, if it worked for them, it might work for... I don't know, do we roll the gambit in the name of Chiller, in the name of all things holy, in the name of...
Ryan, I will pray to the man himself that you get your food and the Chiller comes out. I will do that.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna... Cooper, do I take a chance?
Yeah.
Cooper said always. And plus, since I've been nominated the leader of the room, it is my duty... It is my duty to do this. I don't mean to be...
Ryan,
crazy
stop apologizing. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats. There you go. Get it out of your system.
Not only did you do that, Michael, but my roommate did as well.
At the same time?
Yes!
Tell your roommate that
to me.
Me and your roommate are sharing a single brain cell right now.
Yeah.
Why am I
crazy.
not?
Should I make the crazy box? That should be like a West Virginia and Western slogan.
Why am I going 3 fucking miles an hour?
The crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats.
Okay, I don't know why I'm going so sluggish. I was in Virginia a few days ago. It was rainy. It's rainy here today. So why were you in my state?
Yep.
Were you coming after me, average? How did you enjoy the great Commonwealth of Virginia?
The Old Dominion state.
Oh well, I'm taking a chance. I can't believe it. I peer pressured myself into doing this, so...
I was spending the night in Manassas. Dude, that's where
Okay, we're gonna hope and pray that this works. I don't think it will, but...
Check your DMs. Frank, Average, whoever you are, Fonks Inspector. We all go by many names. We may have actually crossed paths without realizing it. Yeah, maybe. Although the last time was I there? Yes. Yeah, I was there yesterday. So. That'd be crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once.
Oh, we are not doing this. Because
every time I try and spell Manassas, I fucking don't spell it correctly. Always add an A or an N.
Can you believe it, guys? Disney's America.
I-66, the worst fucking road in existence. Except for all the others.
Yeah.
I-95 would like to know your location.
I-495.
No, I-495 is the one that, goes, it's the alternate from I-95 that goes all the way to Richmond, right?
That's the, 495 is the beltway around DC.
Oh yeah, no, that's also evil.
The beltway is very evil.
They're all evil. Okay, I'm gonna quickly mute myself as I film this. Oh, doggy.
Hang on.
As Michael, we might be leaving you alone with who's in chat.
Right? Average man entity.
Alright,
I
well,
don't know.
Well, we're gonna. I'm gonna. Well, Jim deals with Pupper.
Deals
Jim-
with Pupper.
I'm tangling with Oregon Pacific and Eastern 19. Because he's doing an upcoming shoot for The Chiller.
Hold up, I'm trying to figure out. He told me where he stayed, and I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, how close were you to me the other day? Accidentally. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out, okay, you could have been... Okay, dude, you were like... Maybe like 2 miles from me yesterday. Oh my gosh. Based off of what you told me? We were like 2 miles away from each other? Shit. Cause that's like down the road from where I work. And where I go to school sometimes. Once a week, so... I was watching your streams that close. Yeah. Well, I don't live there in Manassas, but I go there often, so... interchange. Let's see. Couple... Okay, now it's time to run around this stupid train. And then we can actually, you know... Should I just push this train? We'll push the train. We'll push the train back. I spent most of my time in Richmond and DC last week. How do you like DC? Did you ride Metro at all? Richmond's a fine city, but could be better. Yeah, oh dude, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, nope. Turn off the angle cocks. That kind of reminds me of Steven and Jack, who will occasionally show up on here sometimes. They kept almost bumping into each other for the longest time. And then they ran into each other in a Publix one day. All places to meet one of your best online friends in a fucking Publix. But hey, it works. Metro was cool. Got called the N-word by a Jamaican beggar at the food court. Okay, the only food court I'm aware near a metro station is, like, Federal Triangle, but oh well. Or at the food court in the mall.
Alright. Okay.
I am glad that you liked Metro, and I cannot say the same about having a similar food court experience, so. Alright. I am going to push this train because I am lazy. I still can't hear my whistle at all.
Have you tried swapping the whistle to something else and then back?
No. Well, it is okay, I'll try that. Well, it is a subway in DC. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, you rode the DC Metro. That's the subway / commuter rail. It's the same thing.
By the way, I've started the passenger train on its return run.
There we
So it's on
go.
its way back.
Didn't ride it, just ate and left. Ah, I see. I need to. I might.
Wait a minute. Is he talking about a subway train or a subway restaurant?
Oh, I didn't ride it. I just ate and left. Oh, did you? Yeah. Okay. Was it a subway or the metro itself? I forget that there's a sandwich restaurant called Subway because I never eat there.
Good food.
You know,
I was
other than the polyurethane and the bread, yeah,
I was
all right.
confused. I was like, Subway train? Yeah. I'm a Jersey Mike's guy. I have a Jersey Mike's story one time.
What is it? Well, there's I mean, post in the Altoona gang, there's the Jersey Mike's. There's the Jersey Mike's menu where we circled all what we want during the 2021 meetup.
When I was like 10, no, I was 13 at the time, and I wanted Jersey Mike's, and my dad was like, hey, go into Jersey Mike's and get us a sandwich. And in this Jersey Mike's, I had always ordered the same thing. I had always ordered ham, turkey, mayo, and lettuce on a wheat roll, right? Because I was 13 at the time, and that's what passed for me for a sandwich. And I would always go in and I would always just say that. Can I have a wheat roll, like 8 inches, ham, turkey, mayo, lettuce? And I kept, even when I would order myself. And so I went in there and the guy was like, I said that, and the guy's like, you can't order that way. And it's like, well, why can't I order that way? I've ordered that way every time before. No, you have to choose one of the ones up there and say how you want it modified. So I stood there for like 2 minutes trying to think like, okay, so I have, I don't know, this specific sandwich, but I don't want the tomatoes. So like modified, no tomatoes, modified, no onions and shit like that. And the guy was standing me like, what are you, stupid or something like that? And I just gave up and walked out. And I told my dad this. And it was like, my dad went storming fucking in. He's like, dude, why are you forcing my son to fucking order in this convoluted, cursed way? And my dad yelled at the guy, and then he came back. Then he came back, and we left, and we went to go get sandwiches somewhere else. And then after that, I just stopped eating Jersey Mike's because I was afraid I'd bump into that one guy again who wanted me to order in this stupid fucking way. I'm a Jersey Mike's guy. Shortline's brain was never the same. Yeah, it wasn't. There is a really good, actually, Italian deli near me that I like to get my sandwiches from. They're very good. Which is rare, because we don't really have a whole lot of those here in Virginia. So, especially in Northern Virginia, the food wasteland, except for Asian food. But we have good Asian food. That's like the only good food that we have here, so. That's my Jersey Mike's story.
It was a fantastic story. Truly harrowing.
Truly inspirational. Yes, truly inspirational.
Actually, Michael, what if, okay. You know what? I won't say a word. You know what? I will not elaborate on anything further. Because I have an idea.
Oh gosh. A story even. Listen, good story has plot.
I have a plot, yeah. No further context.
What is it, Ryan?
No, I can't say. I can't say.
Oh gosh, you're cooking. You're gonna cook.
Well, you know me, and now my I have such a list of things to cook, and my ability to
My ability to cook is not very high.
Yeah, I want to cook, but my ability is just not there.
One thing I liked about your state was the sunset's very calming. Thank you, thank you. We can have pretty skies sometimes. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay, time to do some switching. Well, I came in and left through the mountains. It was nice. Yeah, like through Southern Virginia. That part of Virginia is very pretty. Going through I'm going way too fucking fast.
Hey Jim, did you see there's the Paradise Car and Loco?
Yeah, a couple people have pointed that out to me. Some guys doing 3D printed Strasbourg Railroad passenger car kits in HO.
These are, wow, are these, I mean, here's the thing. There's a part of me that's interested because these could also pass for cars used on the, like, early days of Steamtown, like, back,
Yeah.
like, when they were operating out of Keene.
Oh yeah,
So,
the early days of the Steamtown Mod Knock and Northern or whatever it was, they used old Boston and Maine passenger cars. Same exact thing.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, is that I'm not, like, these are $90 a pop. Like, absolutely not.
Yeah, that part of Virginia, like going down the Shenandoah Valley and into southern Virginia, it's a very pretty area. When you're going down, what is it, I-85, down down through North Carolina, you basically go up a mountain. You probably took that route. You go up a mountain and you're like very, very high up and you're looking over the valley. Southern end of the Shenandoah Valley is very nice. So
Nick Ozerak is the head of communications for Paradise Car and Loco.
Huh.
Interesting.
It's interesting because I've been to that part of Virginia. I've obviously been to West Virginia before, but it's such kind of a weird shock because I've also been to, say, like the Eastern Shore, which is those two counties that we have, Accomack and Northampton, on the opposite end of the Chesapeake Bay, and that's just like flat as hell. It's like Minecraft super flat.
But I will say though, thank God for the Bay Bridge and thank God of that, because that, from driving up north, like, well, more north than, like, getting up to, you know, New York State, like, you take that is the optimal way to go.
Well, okay.
Because you're not.
There's the Chesapeake Bay Bridge in Maryland, right? That crosses in the Maryland portion. I'm talking more about when I went to the Eastern Shore of Virginia. I didn't go that way through Maryland. I went through the Chesapeake Bay Tunnel, which connects the southern tip of Northampton County to Norfolk, which is like 20 miles. Part of it's a tunnel, so the ships can pass underneath, and most of it's just this big, scary bridge. And then when you're coming on the Eastern Shore part, you, like, descend. You can see the whole Eastern Shore from the bridge, and then you just slowly descend onto just a plain. And the entire land down there is just completely flat. It's surreal. So, I went from Alabama to Georgia to Tennessee to Virginia, 12-hour ride. I've done that before. My dad does that. He does Virginia to Atlanta at least twice a week. Well, once a week, round trip, because he works down there.
Oh, by the way,
I've done that. I've done that drive many, many times.
Wow,
Yes,
somebody's made all of the CSX heritage units already on the DLS. Wow.
Surprise, surprise.
Is he a trucker or something? No, he just works in Georgia, and we live in Virginia, so... I gotta insert these cars back.
One thing that I will mention, but yeah, in my household, like, there's nothing quite as surreal as driving down the Eastern Shore at 3 a.m. from JFK. This is yeah, that knows some. But, anyways, where to now? Start trains.
I need to go out there for Wallops Island for a launch, which, if Rocket Lab hadn't delayed, Rocket Lab had a launch from Wallops that was scheduled for the 10th, and I would have been able to go because that's my spring break, but they rescheduled for the 20th, which is when all my midterms are, so, yeah.
Yucky.
Despite it only being like 3.5 hours, I've never been, but when I went to the Eastern Shore, I just went to Cape Charles to check out, the rail line down there that had been ripped up, so that was like in 2020. Big scary bridge.
Stop. Dude, I just sprayed you in my hand.
Hey Jimmy, when you come back, there's more cars for the East Whittier interchange. Because you'll probably get done before I am, for what it's worth. But
or like Bryson area or just anywhere.
Anywhere.
Roger.
Yeah.
Look at the ingredients.
I have literally used this exact same Missouri Pacific flat car in now at least 3 different shots. I should probably change it.
Yes. When was the last time I was in Alabama? Like 2018 for like space camp or something like that?
Oh, space camp.
I went to space camp twice.
Well, remember when we were eyeing doing that rail camp out of University of Delaware, Michael?
Yeah. I want to go back to Huntsville. Huntsville is cool. My dad has several stories working construction in Alabama that are kind of funny.
Mm.
One of them is he worked construction, right? And on the job, there was this person who was trying to sell a truck. And every day he'd go around to basically everyone on the job site saying, okay, how much this truck is for sale? Do you want it? Here's what I'm asking for. And eventually, Ant 402023, thank you for following. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Welcome aboard. And this person would basically go around the job site, basically asking people, do you want this truck? Here's what I'm offering it for, stuff like that. And eventually, everyone on the job site got so fucking sick of this guy, asking, hey, do you want my truck? Trying to pawn off his truck on people, that when they, eventually one day they were having a little celebration because they got part of the building done and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And the main guy who was heading up the construction, basically the guy managing the site, basically, he got so upset that what he did is he took a backhoe, built a dirt ramp up to next to the truck, then took the backhoe, drove it up the ramp, and crushed the truck. and then basically when the guy who owned the truck's inevitable reaction was like, what the fuck did you do? The supervisor guy, the manager guy, just whipped out the price that he had been asking for the truck and told him, now you can shut the fuck up about it. So that's one of my dad's Alabama stories. There are quite a few of those, but that one's always the most funniest to me.
Mm.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it.
Bryson Depot, received past your ticket, $32. Alright.
Alright. And I'm meeting the passenger train at Bryson. So.
Nice.
I forgot to put a flare down at the Whittier Depot, but I'll let you figure out what you want to do with the passenger train when it gets down that way.
Yeah, it's currently at Bryson. I can plop. I think I have a... Nope, there's no flare. I can plop down a flare.
Okay. Yeah, up to you. However you want to manage things down there.
Control F. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, that's disconnected. That connected up? Yes, that's connected up. Open the coupler. I always like to, the newest car always goes, at the end of the siding, which is why I'm doing this sort of maneuver. Let's see. Let's skip time forward by an hour. Let's see. Does that car need to go to the interchange? No. Okay. In that case, I might just leave these cars for stencil just on that track right now. And then let, on my way back, I'll switch them out. Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. Because hopefully by the time... I'll leave these stencil cars on the lead into the track, and then hopefully by the time I come back, that center car is loaded up. and needs to go back to the interchange. So, oh, too much breakage. This Atlanta and West Point car. Plunk. Anglecox. All right.
The SPS Northern that's still with us, that's number 700, right?
I think
Yes.
so, yes. That's a cool looking
All right.
locomotive.
Big girl.
I just found photos of her doing what is this? I think it's dated a 1949 United Nations special.
That's cool. I get pictures of the locomotive, and then I get pictures of the Remington rifle.
I will say, the heavyweight Pullman pool is something I do want to eventually learn more about, but honestly, it's very complicated.
Very clamplicated. I don't know.
Yeah, very. Unironically.
I've never had clams.
I've not heard rave things about them, so.
What the fuck is a clam? Okay.
It's like a lamb butter.
What is
Tuna
it
fish,
called?
though.
A sandwich with tuna fish in it.
Sandwich with tuna fish in it, yeah.
Sandwich with tuna fish in it.
There it is. Again.
There
There
There-
he is.
Yeah, I
he
just now
is.
realized the vast majority of the people in the stream are not going to get that gag.
Listen, funny
That-
voice.
It's fine.
I don't think the majority of the people who watch 311 will get that gag, because that was on my channel. And it was unlisted for like 4 years.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do... This is a lot of switching just for 3 cars, but oh well.
You can do it, Michael.
Yay. How are you doing, Jimmy? Where are you?
I am. Let's see. I'm heading westward out of Bryson right now.
Hey, Bicolas! Say something!
Whoop-de-doo!
Did I hear the 30... No, you did not. Bicolas is with us, Duck775. He is here.
Who is Duck 775?
I have no
Who is
idea.
he?
Someone
I'm
who
always
just...
here. I'm always in the background, ready to strike.
Someone who
Hello,
just
Ryan.
popped into chat.
Mm.
Guys, look, it's a 311 episode.
Don't. I do want the potential JNPT episode where Ryan relapses and therapy, locomotive therapy.
Yes, Bicolas is indeed here. Ryan is here too, but so am I.
Hi.
But hello,
I
we are
mean,
playing Railroad.
To be fair, out of all of the memorable characters on 311, I think Ryan the Nickel Plate Road 860 is probably not the most. So
It's Bicolas. I'm sorry, it's Bicolas.
Yeah.
Bicolas, Ryan may be the main character, you may be the main character, but Bicolas is he is the icon of all time.
And
Plunk.
to think that's not the way it was intended.
Hey, he shows up in the JNPT script I'm writing. Drunk. Because after 311 ended, he did an Arby's commercial, and then he wasted away as an alcoholic.
Let's smear off.
Yes, I will include the Smirnoff tank car. That is required.
That is required. That is required. Also, hello, Duck. Welcome in. Alright. Oh gosh, more switching. Well, I can pick up those East Whittier cars, so that's nice. I'm gonna have to come back here and do even more switching. Yay! But not right now. Well, right now I have to do more switching, but... Okay, I just need to go there. Let's see. Bryson, Stencil. There we go. Oh, wait, never mind. I did not need to do that. Hold up. I need to...
Hook.
I need to uncouple my locomotive, not the train.
I was gonna say, do you need to cook, Michael?
I do need to cook. I have several things that are being cooked right now. But, as of right now, I am not cooking. Alright. Run around this stupid thing. Come on. Hello, why are you not moving? Oh, because I'm still coupled to the rest of the train, that's why.
You just fine as soon as it comes out. Bang.
Okay, there we go.
But you gotta be careful.
Uh,
Be careful. You can get really, like, do either, like,
Jack might be on in a little bit. He said he probably might be on after 10, so that's nice.
We are counting on him, I think. I don't know.
Where is Mr. Floor?
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, good. Good. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Assembling the consist. Okay, this is good. This is good. Healing.
Nature
I
is
think that's what
healing,
they-
even. Okay, break.
Yeah, new 470. I don't like that. When was this? Maybe not this car. When was this card new? It doesn't say.
Oh, let me go ahead. I forgot to post that in Iron Horseman.
Okay, good. Good. We've got some significant gaps to fill.
The Chiller. What will you release after the Chiller?
I really don't know. The thing
Maybe
is,
that commentary that we did?
yeah, I will. That might come out before the chiller, actually, because the thing is that I haven't really filmed like a promotional piece really before, so I'm not sure like the amount of clips I should get for it for like each voice line and all that. You know,
Yeah.
it's a bit hard to gauge.
Maybe like one every like how long is the whole video?
Chris Kovac's recording for it, whoops, is 1 minute 44 seconds long. So it's
How many clips do you have so far?
like 7 or 8.
I'd say like do like 10.
See what we can do. We'll see.
Because you have 7, so if you do it 10 seconds, that gets you up to like 1 minute 10. So okay.
So I ordered this Uber thing at the beginning of the stream, and right now
Has it arrived?
Oh,
Is
no.
it here?
the power just went out, and this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Hold on.
Save your shit,
Goodbye,
Ryan.
everyone.
Bye, Ryan.
Goodbye, everyone.
Ryan has died from lack of power. That is certainly a reason, but oh well.
That's oh boy.
Let's see, these should probably go on the back of the train. The Elefarm supply, okay. I'll just leave these here for now. And then on my way back, I'll switch them into stencil.
Alrighty.
Alright, time to connect up to the Ella train, the Ella segment of the train. And then take these cars for East Whittier. And then I should go on to Ella after that. So that'll all turn out well. Has anyone, Jimmy, have you checked on the log train, or do you want me to check on that?
Let's see. Last I saw, it was going up to the second location. I'm sure by now it's ready to come back down. Throw a flare down on the main, just below L1, and send it down in road mode.
Okay, I'll do that as soon as I get all of this switched together.
I got my hands full trying to make sure the C-46 actually gets up the hill here, but
All right, that's fine. I can do that. The yellow pasture train is indeed arriving. Oops. My bottle of water picked up my my little coaster, I guess, for half a second.
Yep, that'll make a bang.
My Southern Pacific coaster. Where is... There we go. Is there any reason for us just not to run the pasture train back and forth?
How so?
Just as soon as it gets here, we just back to Whittier, we just have it go in the opposite direction.
I mean, there's no reason you can do as many passenger runs as you like. There's no upper limit. It's just so long as all stations are visited in a day. I mean, the bare minimum is, a train stops at every passenger station daily. But as for how much passenger service, you can send the thing back and forth wherever you like all day, every day.
True. Okay, I'm just gonna stop here and then wait for the... Well, no, I can advance to the end of the crossover. Because the end of the siding, because the passenger train will be arriving in a few minutes. So that'll be nice. Truly real. Okay. Now the whistle's back. That was admittedly a very small glitch, but...
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay. Hey, here's the pasture train. Where are you, Jimmy? Are you still at
So I am currently running around my train at the Hemingway siding. I'm gonna work this whole mess as a big shove move.
Alrighty.
So yeah, except for the passenger train, everything from Whittier to Bryson is all yours.
Alright.
Whoop.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have the Johnson bar just all the way up.
Yeah, 20, 30, 40% sort of the sweet spot for just general cruising.
UZ engage. Well, you have stopped at the station, so...
Yep, that's normal.
Yep, it's unloading. Now I'll couple onto the cars for Whittier Interchange, and then I'll head on out to Ella.
I tell you what. In my experience, the easiest way to do Whittier to Bryson local stuff, you hit Ella on the way back from Bryson. That way you just pop into the siding and everything's on your tail end.
True. Actually, you're probably right in that case, so... I don't know, we'll see when we get there.
Yeah. I mean, up to you, but that's the way we do it on the Blue Mountain Summit.
Because normally the Whittier Ella local is just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously we only have so many people today, so it's just me and
Yeah.
you. So it's not gonna be
Well,
that much.
Yeah. We'll make it happen.
Oh, let's see. Okay. First up. There we go. Then once I connect up there, I'll check on the log train. Let's see. Hey, there we go.
My dad's watching some documentaries on the Apollo program tonight, and
Nice,
this one opened up
nice.
to talk about how the Saturn V is still the largest rocket ever built. Yeah, this must have been made a few years ago.
Yeah, the Starship, SLS Starship. Not anymore. Which is kind of crazy to think about because we have SLS, Starship, which are both bigger than the Saturn V, or more powerful. Starship is bigger and more powerful. SLS is just more powerful. And then you have New Glenn, which is Blue Origin's rocket, that's slightly smaller than a Saturn V. Smaller, but it's still really big. So we went from... and if you even extend it to other, I guess, heavy lift launch vehicles, Falcon Heavy. So we have three asterisk 4 Saturn V sized rockets, either flying now or soon flying. Just
That-
crazy.
Yeah,
The future is now, old man.
pretty much.
All right, I might temporarily hand over control of my train to an AI engineer to go to Ella while I deal with the log train and the oh, where the hell
I'm
did
back.
Hi Ryan, where'd the pasture train go?
Let's take a look on the map. The passenger train is backing into the yard area right now.
Pull up. I am taking control of it. Orders, yard. Car lengths.
Doing fucking amazing.
Cleared for 10 cars. Okay.
Shove back, shove back.
Yep. Shit. Okay.
So,
So
Michael, something dangerous has surfaced recently.
dangerous. How so?
So one of those auction sites has a trio of SYs for sale.
A trio.
A trio.
I thought you meant like dangerous and like there's something that wasn't financially dangerous, like actually dangerous. Hello? Okay.
Hello.
But a trio of SYs. This could be huge.
As one lot or individual lots?
It's repeat that, Jim.
As one lot or is being sold individually, individual lots?
One lot. One lot is one
jeez.
lot of
How
free.
much? How
Yeah.
much?
Starting bid $10.
So yeah, it's an
That's
auction,
gonna go
so that depends, but that's worth keeping an eye on.
Oh yeah.
I'd say.
Because the thing of it is, I was thinking about this earlier. I've got these. I mean, like for instance, if I were to go through, if I were to start selling stuff in my collection, I think it'd be easier for me to sell all, like those Bachman Heritage units of mine. I think it'd be easier for me to sell them individually at $100 than to try to sell them all at 600.
Are you
I've got
selling?
6 of the things, by the way.
I'm curious. Last night I heard. Are you selling one of your K4s or?
I had made. I've thought about it once or twice, but well, so what's his name? George was asking about it because he wants to try to recreate the train from the mural across from the depot. He was asking if I was interested in selling one of the K4s because there's the whole story about how I ended up with 3 of the things. But
Well, we've got the time, I think.
Yes, we do.
okay.
Pasture
Now,
train.
granted, I
back
told him
in
right
the,
now I'm not immediately planning on ditching one. But I told him if I do, I'll let him know. So how I ended up with 3K4s. So, shameless plug. For the backstory of the Winchester Model Railroad Club, see Scenes from a Lost Layout on YouTube, and let's bump
I'll
the
put a link
viewership
in.
up a little. But
Here, I'll put a link.
okay, but
Throw the
basically,
link.
so I was a member of the Winchester Model Railroad Club, and when things wound down at the Cameron Street layout, my equipment was put in storage. At the time, I did have one Bachmann K4, number 1361, post-war. And now that one came to me without a box, really. So I brought it home and I stored it. And then a lot of my HO stuff really was stored for several years.
There we go.
So that was in 20 early. Yeah, it was really the last run for. Things really closed up at the Winchester Model Railroad Club's Cameron Street layout in early 2019. I started the process of joining the Northern Virginia Model Railroaders in Vienna early 2020, which was beautiful timing on my part. But I mean, it worked
Yeah.
though. It worked.
What did you do for training? Just one-on-one
Well,
with people, or
the the briefings were the briefings, but the open house op session thing became a bit of a problem. So what they did was basically Sandy wrote up a bit of a operations test. Okay, take this train from here to here, pick this car up, drop this car off. I mean, so I threw 8022 on the layout and pick up and drop off, and no problem.
Huh.
So that was sort of how they sort of tested to make sure we were competent to operate the layout.
8022 is your
Pennsylvania
PR.
Pennsylvania Railroad H10 280. One of the two that I have. Anyway, so now 8022. Well, actually, 8022 was the last locomotive of mine to run on the Winchester layout, and also the first one to run on the layout in Vienna of mine.
I am departing for Ella.
Roger. So at any rate, but so 8022, I wasn't pulling huge amounts of equipment into Vienna right off the bat, and a lot of the stuff, a lot of my stuff remained stored for some time. But once I actually did gain full membership, which was sometime in the late summer of 2020, or maybe early fall. Once that happened, I was starting to put things to get things going, and let's see. So I'll also say, so my best friend Sam McCutcheon, he got married in December of, actually no, late November of 2020. Originally it was going to be December, but things had to be shifted around.
Oh, microphone. Hello.
I hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of a woodpecker sound, but other than that.
Hello. Yeah, my microphone does this randomly for no good reason. Sorry about that. I don't know how to solve it. It's a brand new frickin' microphone. But there we go. Continue.
Okay, so daggone it. I'm spotting some cars on a dead end siding here. Just give me 10 seconds to make sure I've got this spotting right. Okay, so by that point, by the time Sam was getting hitched.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, I'll keep telling the story, and you deal with your microphone. So by the time Sam was getting hitched, I was a full member. I had access to the building, and so the night before he got married, myself and a few other friends of his and whatnot, pretty much all of us are rail fans, are interested in model trains. So we went out to we did a thing where we went out to the to Vienna, and with masks and everything, we ran trains for the evening. Now, I had pulled an awful lot of equipment out of storage for that particular evening.
Okay, I'm
remember
back.
that. Welcome back.
Still.
Still doing some things.
Continue telling a story.
Alrighty. So at any rate, fast forward, probably I think it was the spring of 21 is when I first really started looking for the K4. Now I thought I brought it out for the shindig with everyone the night before Sam's wedding, but I was ransacking the shelf where I.
Fuck, every single time I try and turn on the microphone, it still does it. Okay, I'm just gonna wait until hopefully it stops doing it.
It's clear right now.
Okay,
it's clear right now.
I'm sorry, friends.
Yeah, you're
but
good.
Continue telling the story, Jimmy.
Okay, so I started ransacking the shelf where all the HO scale models were stored, and I was really searching for this locomotive, but this K4, but for the life of me, I just could not find it. It got to the point so another guy who was there for that shindig, Jake, Mr. Rail. Earlier on in that day, we had all piled our model stuff into his car, just so we all knew where it was. And I genuinely thought that somehow that K4, I thought I had brought that K4 out that day. And so I genuinely thought that somehow my K4 had gotten left in his car and gone back with him to Michigan. And it wasn't as implausible as it sounds because Jake has about 12 HO scale K4s. So if another one did show up, it would just blend in. It would not be outside of the realm of possibility for the thing to just blend in with the crowd. So I started poking him, saying, "Hey, I'm missing a K4, and I think it may have gone back to Michigan with you. Would you mind checking?" And so I gave him the description. It was a 1361 gray smoke box, DCC sound. Okay, fine. And he looked. No, I don't think it's here. I said, "You sure?" And he looks again. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I've been through. He was checking everything, and fast forward. Keep fast forwarding. Just on and off. I would every now and then I would keep searching for this thing, and I just couldn't find it. It would not turn up.
I just realized I am now an Ella. Well, actually... No, okay. Yeah, sorry, I said it to the AI engineer, and I didn't realize. Hello, welcome in, Lady Darkaj. Continue telling your story, Jimmy. Jimmy's telling a story about how he lost a Pennsylvania Railroad K4 model, so continue.
Alright, so, like I say, every 4 or 5 months, I would think, I wonder if I can find that thing. So I was checking every possibility I could think of. Now, at one point, I remembered that I had the thing wrapped in a plastic grocery bag, and near the shelf was a whole pile of other plastic grocery bags that were basically going to be discarded. And I think it was like spring of 2022 or summer of 2022, I sort of came to the conclusion that what must have happened was it was wrapped in that bag and it had been accidentally discarded. So I started poking around on eBay looking for a replacement, another K4. I came up with and I found a somewhat decent deal on a Bachmann K4 pre-war number 5448. So I picked that up. Not long afterwards, I was also poking around, and Trains.com had a BLI Paragon 2 K4 for about $250, which isn't terrible. So I figured, okay, well, I'll just slap a non-sound decoder in 5448, and I'll have a double-headed pair, and that would be that. So,
and then you promptly found the other K4.
It was maybe a month later, I was digging through a tote of HO scale stuff and just going through that, and down at the bottom of the tote, there was something very long wrapped up in foam, and I pick it up, and it was articulated. I was like, when did I have an articulated piece of rolling stock? Oh, no. I unwrap it. There it is. I had put the thing down at the bottom of that tote for safekeeping, and sure enough, I'd kept it safe from everyone, including myself.
That's funny.
So I sent a photo to Jake and said, "Look what I just found," and his reply was, "Told you I didn't have it."
More K4s, dang it.
So now I have 3 K4s.
Yeah.
You want to paint one in
And-
Penn Central.
Yes,
Well,
of course.
the thing of it is, yeah, we used to a lot of us in my little friend group. We used to give Jake give him crap about having so many K4s, but now I've got 3 of the darn things.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I have a fuck ton of SD45s. SD45 and SD45 derivatives. That's half my roster. I don't know why I'm hyper fixated on this one locomotive so much. And then Ryan, of course, you with Chinese Steam.
3 SYs. Hope 3 more. Hopefully soon.
I'm gonna do some fly switching.
But what is it, Jim? I will say there is someone, interestingly enough, on the topic of Penn Central steam locomotives, somebody here at school is looking at getting rid of their model collection, and I think they've got a Bachmann Niagara that might be going cheap. And I am very tempted to try and I need to talk to him about it, but if I can get that, then I would definitely make it a Penn Central steam locomotive.
Do it. My cat is pawing at you. Well, lady, I've never had a cat do that before virtually on stream, so that's kind of neat.
So, well,
It's
Can you believe a guy's furry stream?
my enunciation might be a little off.
Listen,
there,
the spirit of the animals chat in the Discord continues onto the stream.
And thank God for that, because the animals chat is great.
The animals chat is the greatest Discord chat I have ever been in. God bless it. It is great. Normally I will bring up dog cam, which normally there would be some dogs laying there, but they're not here right now, so you just get a picture of my bed. But yeah, that's dog cam. Maybe you'll see dogs here in the future. Who knows? That's a beautiful idea, Penn Central Niagara. Yes, it is.
I'll whip up. I think I have the KNL Niagara. I might whip up a proof of concept, but I want it to be a little bit more than just the Penn Central logo on a steam locomotive, because I feel like that, you can play around with it a little bit.
You can make it look like Penn Central, aka no color. It's just all black.
Well, what I'd want to do is I'd maybe want to give it. So something that was tossed around with I think in a DM with someone long ago. Apparently, the Boston and Albany Berkshires were painted. They had green boiler jackets.
Huh.
And so I think you guys can kind of see where this is going. Personally, I think a seafoam green boiler jacket would look hideous, but I think would also look incredibly in character.
It would be very funny. It would be very funny.
And I mean, generally, I think now because Severna Park is getting DCC, but
it's also Severna Park.
We also have a lot of younger members, and generally, would I want something like the cursed Rapido FL9 running around on that? Even though it causes me to stress, it's still a very expensive model, and I don't want any harm coming to its way. So I think I might have to start amassing a fleet of, I wouldn't say more junkier DCC equipped Charmings that I can just, throw on a layout and not have to worry if it gets rear-ended by someone doing Mach 5.
I am going to fly switch.
Go on, Michael.
That utterly failed to work. Okay. I don't fly switch often. I need Patrick here. He knows how to do this shit. Maybe I should stop dumping air.
Yeah, that might be it. Jim, I will say though that you definitely have, I think, out of anyone that I've met, you probably have you have a very wide horizon of models, in the sense that you have the perfect crowd-pleasing model collection, meaning you can kind of pull out something for every occasion.
Amtrak, CSX, Big Steam, British stuff.
Yeah, you've got
the OAR train.
Yeah, you've got quite a wide horizon of stuff.
All right.
But it makes.
Let's try this again. Time to fly switch, fuckers. Yay, let's Joe. Nope. That still did not work. How the hell do you do this?
Well, hang on. Let me get the coal cars put together here at the mine, and then I'll teleport down there and let's see what we can do here.
Because I don't want to
So-
have to do like 8,000 backing moves in order to get this one car where I need it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Something else that I do want to mention. There is an unlettered 57-foot mechanical reefer currently on eBay.
West Virginia and Weston.
No, Michael, it's a 57-foot mechanical reefer. Now, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
No.
The chiller.
Oh, I'll make the chiller in real.
The other chiller.
Yeah, the other chiller. Yeah.
That car just stops immediately, no matter what I do.
Like I say, all right. I've almost got this doubled over, so I'll be there in a moment. All right.
I need to fly switch. I need to learn how to do this. Well, okay, while I'm actually here, I might as well, just sitting on the main doing fuck all, I can go over to the... So what's it called? To the logging branch, because I believe that's
Yay.
been loaded up now?
Control T. What are we looking at?
Are you over here now, or...
Just teleported.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. You. All right, and. Okay, so you need to, you need one of two things if you're going to successfully fly switch. You need either for the train air to be completely released, or you need to bleed the car, which is done by control click, and then there's a button for bleed that will take the cylinder pressure down to nothing.
Oh, that's why, because there's still air and everything.
Well, yeah, that was so. Actually, you had 64 pounds in the brake cylinders, meaning the brakes were hard on.
Oh, I see.
Now that I've bled the car, so you should. So, you want me to run 2709 for right now?
Let me try and do it. If you can do anything, just do the log train, get that set up.
Roger that.
Okay, so I wasn't aware that you actually need to bleed all the brakes out. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you either bleed them, or you close the angle cocks while the train air is fully released.
Okay.
One of the two.
Come on, back up.
Come on, get this goddamn train moving. All right, moving.
Okay, there we go.
Does anyone get that? No, just me. Okay.
What is that from?
Emperor of the
Emperor-
North.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to watch that movie again.
Well, it's I say that, but it's really, at least for me, it's primarily from the what is it?
Jack Boys.
All of those mediocre Trains remakes.
The only good Emperor of the North remake is the one that Jack Boy did in Gmod. So he put a lot of actually really cool effort into that.
But like the one from like Trains 06, where it's like they use 3250. Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Hey, we fly switched.
Good job, Michael. We're very proud of you.
Let's fucking go. Apply the handbrakes now. There we go.
Hey, Jim, when you think of Industrial Wasteland, what do you think motive power wise?
2000 like Trains SD40s from 2006.
I'll tell you, my personal, when I was in Trains 04, when it came to setting up, and I would try to set up automated services on Industrial Wastelands. My go-to motive power was usually like Seaboard System Jeep 38s.
Oh, those things
Up and
that if you gave a rating on Trains Mobile, they would give you it. It didn't even have to be a positive rating, it just had to be a rating of some variety.
And you didn't even have to leave it sometimes. Sometimes you just had to go to the App Store and then it'll give it to you.
Yeah. What a goofy little thing. That's what inspired my piece of DLS shovelware, the Seaboard short line.
My piece. My little dark age.
My little
okay.
shovelin.
I'm coming down off the mine with 1,400 tons of train.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, that'll probably be another $1,000 bill once this gets to the interchange.
Okay, so right now I've currently got a filming session hooked up on Industrial Wasteland. I don't know if I should redo it or not because it uses a variety of content from Tane and 04. I don't know if rhetorically this is the best decision.
I don't think anyone will care.
Jim, you might be happy to note that I've got 734 on a stack train.
Of course.
So you're trying to be silly.
Well, I mean, okay, so Jim, have I told you about the full context of the Be More Chill reefer?
No.
Okay, are you in for a story?
Well, bear in mind we're on a stream, but yeah, if you're up for it, go for it.
Listen, we need to fill the airwaves somehow, and I can't.
Yep. So let me. So
185 vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
No.
An ongoing
vacuum
joke.
Cleaners? What?
I'll finish it later. I'll finish it. I'll finish it in a little bit, Michael.
But
all right.
But the so the basic lore is that for about since it must have been what is it? It's been a while. It's probably starting in 2021, 2020. Be More Chill has always been kind of Be More Chill, which is a novel and musical, has been a running gag almost among Michael and I and a few others. So I finally got around to buying the book, and the book is atrocious. It's like a 4chan post, but 300 pages long,
and written by a middle-aged woman.
No, it's what is it? It's Ned Vizini. Who is this?
Not
man?
a middle-aged woman, but might as well be based off of what excerpts Ryan has sent me. What a middle-aged woman thinks a kid on 4chan is like.
What on earth? Wait, what? Oh god! Oh god!
What?
Oh no!
What have you found this time?
No, the author of Be More Chill took his life.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Well, I mean,
of the book.
I'll be honest. He took his life.
I did not know that.
Well, I didn't either, but I mean,
scrub my previous comments out of respect.
But his book still kind of reads like a school shooter's manifesto, though. I don't mean to be mean, but
I mean, if that's your honest impression, that's your honest impression.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
I mean, the thing is that it's a book that almost tries a little too hard. Not almost tries; it tries too hard. The main character thinks Saddam Hussein was cool. Which, I feel like if you're trying to make a sympathetic, main character, for, someone to root for him, I don't think that's the right play.
Listing off a whole bunch of terrible people as being cool. Cool is the number one thing.
There certainly are better ways of going about that.
Cool is the number one, most important thing in the world, and then lists off a bunch of horrible people.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna be honest, now that I've found that the author has taken his life, maybe I don't really know what to think, because I feel like that ultimately there's elements someone was definitely up about this book. I definitely should have read a little bit more into it.
Maybe that explains some things?
Maybe? I really don't know.
You'd probably have to reread the book to find out, and I don't think you want to do that.
Well, I'm not even done finished. I'm only on 32 pages in, but still the amount that I have to say about it, the fact that it's, it kind of reads like a school shooter's manifesto, is a little again, if we look at now I don't know how to analyze this book.
Sit and think about it, Ryan.
again,
Was
this,
the book the original? Was the book or the musical come first?
the book came first, and so from what I can tell, and from what I've like heard from others, apparently like the book, like Jeremy, like the kid who says Saddam Hussein is cool and whatnot, he's more of the antagonist, which I kind of get now. But the thing about the musical, which was I think they actually probably did to its benefit, is that they like made Jeremy a bit more like quirky. They took away a lot of his edge and replaced it with like
Made him more
DeviantArt, Undertale
sympathetic.
thing. Yeah. Like you kind of get that. Like you
You
kind
go
of
you
get
go
the
from
feeling.
depressed edgy 4chaner to DeviantArt Undertale kid. That's quite a whiplash.
Well, like I'll be honest. So like the book, he's quite misogynistic in the book. I'll be honest with you. He's like, "Where's my woman?" And like like I was reading that, and like I'm a white male. Like but even I was like, okay, that's like, dude, stop.
Dude,
Where's
you're not
my
entitled to you're not entitled to a girlfriend.
Yeah, it was. I was like, okay, this
Someone
is
don't
nuts.
like you, someone don't like you,
Yeah.
simple as.
But the musical is very interesting because the musical again paints him more as like very unlucky. He like instead of being, because the thing is that you can kind of get the feeling that his actions very much inform his, inform the things that happen to him in the book. But in the musical, it's a lot more circumstantial in the sense that, what is it, in the musical, for example, his parents are divorced. In the book, they're not. Again, in the musical, I think to my understanding, well, in the musical, again, he's definitely framed as having a tighter connection with his friend, whose name is Michael. Michael Mel, which is also my alias for when I don't want people to know my real name. But that's different. But like overall, I feel like that. Again, like there's like
My
such
question now is, who the hell read this? Based off of what you've told me, Ryan. And I'm almost tempted to read parts of it just to see. Who the hell was like,
I will mail you this book when I'm done with it.
just hand it to me the next time you see me? Here you go,
Right.
book club, read this. Throw it in a fireplace or some shit like that.
No, what we need to do?
Or frame it on a wall.
Jim, I was gonna say, Jim, can you get like, if next time we're all together, Jim, can you like get a picture of like signing a check, like one of those oversized comedic checks? It's like the book.
How much is our check?
Hi, Jack.
Jack, we're talking about Be More Chill.
My question is, who the hell saw this book and was like, you know what, that'll make a good musical?
I did. It was me.
Screw you, Jack.
Oh, what the heck? That's mean. Apologize.
You're smelly.
Meow.
You're smelly. No, you're smelly.
I showered this morning, as a matter of fact.
Well, I showered 2 hours ago, so checkmate, liberal.
Hey, hey, let's not call it the L word like that, man. Come on, I'm sensitive like that. Come on.
I mean,
Are we on
I'll be
stream?
honest.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Okay, cool. Hi, stream. Hello. Hi. We gay now.
Jack the
But I
gay.
will-
Anyway,
but
continue.
anyways,
Continue.
I will say, Michael, I think I have the exact same question as you, as who legitimately read this and thought, well, this would be a great musical in which people will like flock to.
I just realized something right now is I love these streams when we're all just on because we just talk about the most random bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We went from nuclear thermal rockets to losing K4s to Be More Chill to the fact that one of my friends on Discord was 2 miles away from me the other day and we didn't even realize. I love my stream. A cat pawing at me on stream. Well, someone watching the stream and their cat pawing at the screen.
Oh, also, Michael, completely on the topic of musicals, get this. Disney has bought the rights for the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, and apparently a movie's in development.
Oh lord.
They're gonna cast you?
They
hope.
have to.
I'll write him a note.
The mouse is taken over. You know they're gonna water it now until like lose all sorts of edge to it whatsoever.
It'll be a direct to streaming thing, I'm sure. Like I am sure it will be
It's
direct to
not even
Disney
direct
Plus.
to DVD. It's direct to streaming.
It's direct to streaming, yeah.
Well, that's what they're doing for the new Megamind sequel. Did y'all see that?
Oh yeah, we had a
Oh,
conversation
no.
about this on stream.
Oh God, I can't believe they've butchered the story to such an extent.
You know what?
It's
You know
nuts.
what? It's the as I said this before, and I'll
just a
say it
cash
again.
grab.
Yeah, the thought philosophy is Megamind is a property that's somewhat nostalgic and that people really like the one movie. If we make a Megamind thing, therefore people will watch it and we will make
Because
money.
it's Megamind.
Because it's
yeah,
Megamind.
That's the exact like philosophy that Disney has used for all their horrible direct-to-DVD sequels and all that shit. And
Speaking
almost
of,
every movie studio has done like horrible direct-to-DVD adaptations.
Well, it's not direct to
Oh,
DVD anymore. It's direct to streaming.
Well,
Because with
well,
streaming, they
obviously,
just
yeah.
need. Jack, are you in your car?
No, I'm home.
Okay.
I just got home.
by the way, oh, continue, Michael.
No, it just sounds like you're in your car. So
No, I just got home.
I was
Figuring out what to
gonna
eat.
say, if you Michael, while on the topic of venerable franchises, oh my God, hold on, y'all, lore,
Oh boy.
the great news.
Shaman news, ladies and gentlemen.
Who wants the elf tank car?
Oh my.
How much is it? How much is it?
Too much. Too much. This
Too much
guy's
for Ryan
charging
to
$50.
Oh my goodness gracious
$50.
me! I don't know about that, Chief.
No.
I'm not paying $50 for that shit.
How much
God,
did you
this
pay
is-
for the box car?
I didn't buy the off-box car.
Oh, I thought you did. I don't know why.
No, I bought a billboard reefer that said Darlin on it.
Oh, of course.
You didn't tell us this.
Well,
I know,
I've
I don't
sent
know about
photos
that.
of it.
You have?
Would you only,
Send a
would you
photo. I legitimately do not remember this.
y'all don't remember the
No.
McDonald's Darling reefer? Okay,
No.
I think I do. Did you get this like right after the meetup?
No, I didn't.
When did you get
oh.
this?
This was like November. This.
Oh.
The McDonald's Darling reefer.
Oh wait, I was thinking of that
Oh
weird
yeah. Okay, I remember
don't know
seeing
why-
this now.
Yeah.
I was
Here,
I was thinking of the weird European cotton built box car that Michael bought.
Yeah, I still need to give that KD's. The darling, I'm loving it.
So stupid.
That's like some shit Steven would say.
No, it was a man shit. love
Man shit, I'm loving it.
1 second.
I accidentally moved myself over. There we go. Okay.
Playing fail rotor.
Yes, we are.
Very good. I might not join because I have to do a quiz that's due at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Well, that
so.
sucks. Well, we're doing
Oh,
just
yeah.
fine. We hired an AI engineer to do the pasture train and the log train. I'm doing a mega local, so
Hmm. Is it just you or?
It's
is
me and
Jimmy
Jimmy.
as well? Okay.
I'm here.
Hi.
I'm almost done an
Oh.
Ella, which is nice. So,
What should Jack Floor eat for his dinner tonight?
nails.
Nail. Okay. Mom, do we have nails?
What do you put on nails? Like tartar sauce or some shit?
I'm told they do decently with milk.
Never mind. I know. Don't worry.
Drink
I saw. I'm
fluorine.
gonna get those.
All right, Jimmy, where are you?
Well, actually, so the coal train is right now in AI mode. I've got a flare out for it, and Bryson, I'm spotting the log cars right now.
All right,
That's
that's
the-
fine.
that's
I am
Mel.
I'm in Ella. I am making my way to Bryson in about a minute or two.
All right, I can hold tight to Bryson. I got to turn the
Man
engine there
shit.
anyways.
Blunk. I can upgrade. Nope, I cannot. Can we upgrade like any of these?
No, you can't. I'm not gonna. No, I don't know. I don't allow that.
Oh, apparently I can. So
Oh, okay.
we can upgrade to tier 5 contracts. There we go. Alrighty.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Ryan's back.
You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea.
Ryan
There's
is
so
so
much-
back.
There is so much lore.
Alright, departing Ella for Bryson. The background documentary.
I still don't. What were we talking about? Oh, did I tell you guys? Did I tell you guys that I really appreciate talking to y'all?
So do I. I really do appreciate all this.
You know what? Let's return to.
Return to the funny.
Let's return to the chillening. The chillening intensifies on
The
Midwestern
chillening.
Mid-Atlantic. I'm going to make. I do have another. I do because I do. You know how like the FGE reefers had like multiple slogans, like
Yeah.
solid cold. What is it? Solid cold. Solid. What is it? No, it was like solid cold, solid gold. Real cold. The chiller. I'm gonna have the same thing for all of for the Be More Chill reefer line. I want
Nice.
to make a Los Refrescos insulated boxcar.
Los Polos Hermanos? I don't know.
No, Los Refrescos translates to
What did
the
you just say,
sodas.
Michael?
Los Polos Hermanos from Breaking Bad?
What the fuck? Oh my god, bro.
I don't
Los
know.
pollos hermanos.
Sorry, I'm white.
I don't care. I'm just kidding. It's just a fucking TV show.
Just a TV show. I don't know.
It's just fake universe lore.
Fake universe
Fake.
lore.
It's not real. It didn't happen.
Yes, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. It's all in your
Okay.
head.
Don't make me start singing the FNAF musical because I will. Jack, you have no.
You have no idea the extent of the Freddy Faz rot that occurred over Amherst.
Trust me, I've been a witness of it sometimes. Don't worry.
A witness
Yeah,
of the
Jack,
Faz rot.
You guys must understand that, like, I don't know if to make this consist like agree with itself in era or not. What do we think, guys? Do you think it would just be? You know what? No, I will have to when this contest is playing. I might have to utilize the happy whistler.
The Happy Whistler, yes. Make the most whimsical consist known to man. 2004 content.
I wonder.
How charming can you really
wonder-
be?
How
Ooh, stop
charming. You know what? That is the name of Gort's autobiography.
How charming can I really be?
Oh my god, that's perfect. That is so like, because let's face it, he would totally paint himself in like a sympathetic light. He would try to earn the sympathy of the audience. He would totally do that.
What cars do
That
I
is-
have to like? Bryson Freight House. Just Bryson Freight House, Standard Oil, and Appalachian Hardwood. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Luckily, I don't have that many cars in Bryson today, so that's nice.
I'll be back.
Bye, Jack.
You got to admit, Mr. Michael would do that. Like he would, not Mr. Michael. Well, Mr. Michael would also do that.
Mr. Michael would also
Um,
do that.
Yeah.
Mr. Michael doesn't know what sex is.
Oh, okay, I legitimately want now. Like, I'm going to write the episode where you've been watching like the
The-
Willy Wonka live experience like unfold in Glasgow, right?
Yeah, the Oompa Loompas.
The one. I want to do that, but with Mr. Michael, and I kind of want him to flee before the event begins, so it's just all of the engineers and firemen who have to run this event while also trying to run the railroad, and it's chaos.
Utter chaos. Utter chicanery, even. My phone's at 3%. I should probably plug it in.
Michael, I think that's a grand idea.
Sounds charming, even.
So now that you've given me the objective to create I will also flash a screen saying this is the world's most whimsical consist. This is the world's most whimsical consist.
You need to flash it
Buttons
on
under
and
skin.
off.
Yeah. We're gonna really jazz it up, you know? We're gonna get jiggy with it.
So the are you aware of the seal plush?
Me?
Yes.
What seal plush?
The
What?
famous
Do tell.
seal plush. Let me see if I can get the frickin' image up. You aware
Who?
of this thing? This amazing contraption? You look on stream. I'll post a picture.
Oh. Yeah, post a picture, my dear Chaman.
So the
Wait,
my
oh, yeah.
my
Doesn't.
my Dungeons and Dragons DM, she has one, and I'm like, can you bring this to D&D tomorrow? I want to see it. And apparently the seal's name, his name is what the fuck is his name? Gordito. That's his name.
Okay.
Oh, so it means fat in Spanish.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's fat fuck. El Gordo. Return of El Gordo? He's gonna kill people now?
Hell
some-
yeah.
Someone had a large seal plushie. They named him Blort.
Back
I
during the immersive railroading server, we had a K-36 that kept killing people because we did a survival immersive railroading server, and it kept murdering people. And we eventually got so sick of it, we turned it into a park engine.
I realized that I didn't use the herd boxcar before, so it's
I
going on
cannot
this
hear
train.
my bell. Some of the sounds are kind of warped, but oh well.
You know what, Michael? Just for you, we're gonna put an 86-foot car on this train.
I love my 86-foot... Yeah.
You love your 86 feet.
I love my 86-foot boxcars. Truly do.
What road name?
All of them.
That would be a very long consist, Michael.
Train of Vertipacks.
How does SP sound? Or I can do Cotton Belt. Would you like Cotton Belt?
Yes. Cotton
Big ol'
Belt,
Cotton
SP, Penn Central, ICG.
I will put an ICG card for you. You're my good friend, Michael, and therefore you get your ICG privileges.
Illinois Central Gulf, which is a rare that I like to say not bankrupt, but might as well be. Alright, we're coming into Bryson here. Luckily, we don't have too much to switch out. Only really Appalachian hardwoods and Standard Oil, and that's really it. And one car for the Bryson Freight House. So that's neat.
What people are going to be so confused by this, but that'll be okay. That's fine.
Listen, when people confuse you, confuses them back.
This is true. Very true, Michael. That is right. That's right. That's true. Okay, Pearl, I'm with you.
When you confuse them back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How charming.
Oh, these are both the same boxcar. Why do I have both of the same boxcar installed? What is... Okay.
There we
Okay.
go.
509. We're going to
Sleepy.
make this happen. And I will probably say that I'm gonna head off now. Love you guys very much. See you
Alright,
guys
bye
later.
Ryan. Good night.
Love you guys. Goodbye, friends.
Okay, so we are arriving in Bryson. Luckily, the only cars... We don't have to do, I don't think, too much switching. We have to shove that into the Bryson Freight House, which we're going to have to run around our train for that, and that's actually good because we're going to have to run around our train anyways, get to Standard Oil and whatnot. Do any of these need to go to places? Nope, no they do not. So we're good in that regard. Arriving in Bryson itself. I am tired, but oh well. Slam on the brakes. Stop.
Alright, you're in the yard. I'm gonna take a real good run at the hill. If I can get over Governor's Island with this mess, we'll be golden.
Yeah. Back onto the train. Let's see. Gotta run around. Oh, there you are.
Yep, turned on the Y.
Nice. Did you drop off the Alarka Bridge cars?
Yep, I already did.
Nice, nice.
They'll sit there overnight. Tomorrow morning, they will have a Y and whatnot up there.
Is the train heavier? Pull up. There we go. Is the train heavier? Was the train heavier going there or coming back?
Coming back by about 200 ton.
Dang. Yeah.
Like I say, I'm gonna give her all she's got at going over Governor's Island.
Nice.
I think we'll make it, but this could be fun. Let's just say I'm not gonna waste momentum.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Legend Hardwoods, East Whittier Interchange. JNPT 2709. Okay. And past the switch. Nope, I stopped too early because of course I did. Go forward. Well, first I gotta change the switch. There we go. Going into the LNN interchange, or LNN interchange, LNN flat car. President Kennedy in the background. Let's see. There we go. Or the stream notification was Lyndon Baines Johnson or something, IDFK, because apparently, well, Jack and Pat were having a conversation about LBJ for whatever reason in the Railroader chat earlier, so I was like, okay, I'll have that be the... I can never come up with, I'd probably just keep it like, have something simple like, oh, we're playing Railroader, but that's not as funny as me changing it up to some random nonsense every time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, reverse. Bryson Freight House. Yeah, so for the switching layout, let's see, how many industries on the switching layout are there going to be? There's going to be an oil distributor based off of what was there in the 60s. An oil distributor, there's going to be a livestock siding. The freight house, obviously, but I think the freight house by that point was unused. There was...
It still stands, though.
Yes, it's a pizza place now. A couple of, like, small grain elevators, and then a coal trestle, basically.
If you would like, I can take some screenshots from the Open Rails WNOD diesel era route of how these were set up. I don't know. I don't know exactly how accurate it is, but it would be, but at least be something to work from.
I've been mostly going from a whole bunch of pictures that I've scanned in my books, plus some that I can find online. There's this one Facebook page that it's like a it's like a gold mine of WNOD photos. So I know the track plan. I know what industries were there because I'm modeling it in the final years. Like 1965 is the year that I'm modeling. Another interesting thing is apparently by that point the Y had been cut, so only the eastern leg of the Y actually remained. Well, the western leg of the Y was still there. It just didn't tie in at the top. and that was mostly just
Alright.
used for placing. I saw a C&O hopper on there. I'm like, okay, it must have
Okay.
been some sort of maintenance of way thing. So,
That figure.
but with the space I'm working with, I probably won't have the space for a full-on Y. The layout's
Yeah.
gonna look like a T shape. So,
Alright.
although it's gonna be more wide than it is tall, I guess. So that's gonna be fun to model. Because I think the only other person who's done a WNOD layout is there's this one guy in Pennsylvania who's done Roslyn, which is kind of neat in N scale. I'm like, I
Yeah,
want to do a WNOD layout, so
I mean, I've seen some photos from an N-scale WNOD layout, but yeah, I don't. It's not a railroad that's often modeled, for sure.
no, because it's just a local obscure short line. So,
Mm-hmm. What was left of a grand dream to compete with the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad that fizzled.
very quickly. And I am glad that I actually already have that 70-tonner, so I don't need to buy another locomotive. Although, from what I can tell in the years that I'm modeling, what they did is they had 2 locomotives based out of Herndon, or not Herndon, out of Leesburg. One of them was the number 57, a 70-tonner, and the other was number 58, which was a 44-tonner. So I kind of want to model both of those, because that's what would have been shown in that area at the time.
Yeah, fair enough.
The S2s and the S4s they ended up leasing from the C&O. Most of those were west of Trap Rock Quarry. Those really didn't venture, because west of Trap Rock, the line got kind of very iffy in terms of the quality of its track. So only lighter engines could really be there.
You could take a big Alco out that way, but you might not get it back. Kind of thing.
I'd have to look through to see if there are any pictures of those things going west of Trap Rock. So, I haven't been able. Well, maybe after the stream, I'll look through and see if I can find some. But yeah, I've also sort of been inspired because I've seen other people, other friends of mine, people that I know, doing their own like big custom layouts and stuff like that. And I'm like, I want to do that.
Yeah. I've had in mind to build a little shelf switching layout for quite some time. But I mean, I do have a board I intend to use for it. Actually, that board actually was one of the came from the Winchester layout. It was one of the walkways.
Huh.
But I think that would be neat, even if the wood was, a walking platform originally, a piece of the Winchester layout becoming a new layout.
Well, that's interesting because my the boards that I got for this switching layout of mine originally came off my friend Scott's layout, and he ran into some of the sort of a life situation. We had to dismantle his model railroad. But when we were dismantling it, most of the bench work we could save, but there were some parts of it that, because it was designed to be taken apart, but some of the later additions that he added on, we had to tear down, and he just had some extra wood left over. So technically, I'm in sort of a similar situation where this WNOD layout is technically a continuation of the bench work. The wood is from his West Virginia Pulp and Paper Company layout. So.
All right.
So that's neat. The one thing I am interested in though is because I don't really scratch build, so it'd be interesting to see if I can find a depot that's like a freight station that's similar enough to the freight station that was actually there.
Yeah. I mean, there's scratch building, and bear in mind there's also kit bashing.
There is kit bashing, yeah.
So. Yeah, you've got options for sure.
Let me actually look up HO Scale Freight House. HO Scale Freight House. That is actually quite similar. I found one. It's a kit.
Alrighty.
Bollinger Eagerly trains HO scale freight house. Go ahead and paint that up, you know. Yeah. Walther's Cornerstone freight house. That's kind of similar. Kind of, not entirely. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Okay, Standard Oil. Let's see. Let's look up here. There's one car that needs to go to the East Whittier interchange. There's one car that needs to stay there. So I'll grab the East Whittier interchange car first, and then I'll switch out the rest of it. So let's see. Okay. Oh, my guy is hanging off he's floating next to the car.
Oh, nah. Yeah.
That tends to happen.
That's one of the little glitches. It does get kind of funny. Oh.
What?
Oh man. So actually that kind of reminds me. So over on the Blue Mountain and Southern, one of the guys there was reading an old book on steam locomotive, firing steam locomotives efficiencies and whatnot. And there apparently were a few tales from the days of steam back in there. And there was one he recalled to a few different people. I'll see if I can remember it here. But there was a guy, he was firing on some Midwestern road, I think it was. And there, on his particular division, was one engineer that no one ever wanted to work with. Just one of those guys. He got stuck with this engineer one particular day, and they're not even out of the yard before the engineer and the head end brakeman get into a really heated argument. This is going to be a long day. But the engineer gets frustrated, and as he's going down the main line, he decides to pull the throttle out all the way and kick the Johnson bar down into the corner, which, of course, starts sucking the fire out of the tubes, and the fireman's shoveling for all he's worth, and he starts telling the engineer to close her down, close her down, and the engineer is not listening. Fire's being torn apart by the draft. Fireman's shoveling for all he's worth. The fireman has had enough, so he takes the poker, the clinker hook, shoves it into the fire until it gets nice and red hot, pulls it out and points it at the engineer. He had no intention of actually poking the engineer with the red hot clinker hook, but the engineer didn't know that.
Oh.
The engineer saw red hot clinker hook coming at him out of the corner of his vision. He bolted through the door out the front of the cab and was hanging onto the running boards. The fireman reached over, closed the door, and flipped the little latch to lock it. Closed the throttle, notched the reverser back, and for about the next 20 miles, the fireman was alternating between firing the engine and adjusting the throttle and everything else, while the engineer was hanging onto the handrail, standing out on the running boards.
That's terrifying.
Well, like I say, this particular engineer was a bit of a jerk.
All right. Come on, locomotive. Okay. Are you back to, where are you? Coming into Whittier now?
I'm approaching Whittier proper right now.
Once you get done with that, can you check up on the, what's in East Whittier to see if that one car, because stencil still needs to be switched out, because when I was there was still a car that needed to be loaded.
Okay.
So if you can take care of that, that would be nice. Is the log train back, or?
Log train is parked, and so is the locomotive back in the engine house.
Hey,
I took care of
nice.
that.
All right. Forward. Almost there, almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me at
Need to plug in my phone. Well, don't come to a full stop, just... Atlanta. Clonk into the Central Georgia boxcar. There we go. Give her some air. Standard oil. Let's see. Try and kick this back. Yep, brake line 0. Alright, reverse. Hold up. Brake line 0, okay. Hold up, I'm trying to... Closed. How do you dump the air out of a car again?
Alright, control click. There's a button for bleed that will take the cylinders down to 0, which will release the brakes.
There we go. Okay. I was wondering because I want to try and kick this car. Okay, time to go backwards. And this is going to be an interesting car to kick, but because you have to go downhill. So... Alright, get some good run time. Turn on the brakes. I'm running low on water. 1,000 gallons left. Okay.
That'd be about 20 for the C25. That's if memory serves, that's about 25%.
Yeah. Okay. Now we gotta very carefully... Oh, fuck. I didn't kick it properly. I forgot to set the switch. Oh, well. Oh, well, we can try again. Oh, I did the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I set the switch too late, so my train went down.
Oops.
Come on, back up. And just go forward, connect up to that car. Let's see, I probably should have gotten some water earlier. But oh well, I'll see if I can take it easy.
Let's see, let's see, are you switching,
I'm
hardwood?
switching, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's 2 water columns on the main lines there in Bryson. If you get really desperate, you can run up to one of those, but...
I accidentally hit my hand against my table.
Ow.
Yes. Okay, let's try and back up and try and fly switch again. Cause that did not work too well. Right there. Okay. Right, brakes. All right. Go, go, go. Come on. There we go. Car's been kicked. Select, follow. Alright, this is gonna gain speed quite rapidly because it is on a hill, so hopefully we don't do nothing nothing too wacky. Okay, apply the brake. And clunk. Hey, it worked. Okay. Hey, there we go. Nice. Luckily, these only need to go to Appalachian Hardwoods. Select, follow. And then, is there anything over here that needs to go out? No, actually. So I think I just need to insert these cars into their proper location, and then I should be good. Appalachian Hardwoods R1. Yeah, okay, this is going to be an easy switch. And then I just get some water and then go on back. Nice, nice. Still can't hear my bell, but oh well. Yeah, try and conserve a bit of water.
In this game, that's purely throttle position, so...
Yep. We'll coast for a little bit. Down to Appalachian Hardwoods R1. Fuck. Nope, I'm off the train.
Well, better than being off the rails.
I am going to fly switch this as well. Nope, stop, stop, stop. Nope, the fly switching did not work. Oh well. I can just... I wasn't prepared. Hey, East Whittier. Finance, $8,000, nice.
So so let's see. Finance. Yes. So let's see. So only about 1,800 below the amount before the purchase of the parlor car there, and the sale price on that should get above that.
Yeah, it should. Is the car at Whittier, is that or is everything at Stencil at Whittier fully loaded?
See, it looks like that one car at Stenzel is waiting for delivery of more metal stock. So I'll switch that out. I'll make sure to put that car at the end of the cut, so that
Let's wait
leave it-
1 hour and see.
well, they're waiting for metal stock. You see, the way that industry works, metal stock goes in, machine parts come out, but if there's no metal stock to unload from a box there, there's not going to be any more I don't think there's going to be any more machine parts coming out.
Okay. Then yeah, go ahead
So-
and switch that out.
Yeah, I'll take care of that. I'll do my usual thing on it. That is to say, I'll put some thought into it.
Okay. And then I just need to run back to Bryson and, well, I still got a little bit of work left to do over here, but not too much, luckily. I am leaving that there right now so I can pick up the Seaboard Airline car and then put that in place right there. So this the oldest car should always go in the back. Let's see. Right, forward. Appalachian Hardwoods G3A. Okay, let's see. I was looking on Open Railway map, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some other places to see if this Appalachian Hardwood spur that continues on for quite a while. If there was a line there, because I know up near what is it, Nantahala, that branch off over there, that's the Graham County Railroad. It was a connecting short line. So I was wondering, okay, is there just some random logging line over here that I know nothing about that came off of here? But I couldn't find any information regarding like that this section to Appalachian Hardwoods even existed.
Yeah, I think that track and the Alarka branch, I think those are purely fictional.
Makes sense. Plunk. Okay. Go ahead and bleed that out because I don't feel like hooking up all of that stuff. Okay, there we go. Then I'll connect back up to that, shove it all back, and then we should be with our 3-car train. Excuse me. Should be good to go. Back to Whittier. Oh, it's been a long stream. I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow. Maybe Friday. I don't know. I got some other projects I need to finish. But,
My docket for tomorrow involves a lot of one of the other hobbies.
my docket for tomorrow involves sleeping, taking my mom to the airport, going to the store, getting my car cleaned and going to the store, to model train store to screw around with some track, and then going to Dungeons and Dragons afterwards, and then coming home and probably finishing one of the scripts I'm writing. So busy day,
Fair
but
enough.
you know, I can take it. Busy day, but you know, I can probably take that rather slow at the same time, ironically enough. All right, clunk.
Ready.
Apply the handbrake on that one. Okay. Go backwards. Let's see. Okay. Hmm. brain slowly. What time is it?
The
11
time is 11:28 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay. Yeah, we're almost done, so... I do have to wake up at like 8 o'clock to bring my mom to the airport, but... Yeah, I will, I can just do that in my pajamas.
As long as you do it with, as long as you also, have your pants on. That's what matters. I did. I saw a photo. Some lady was dropping her kids off at school, and apparently she had only put a shirt on because she didn't think to have to get out of the car. But then she got in but then she rear-ended someone in the drop-off line or something like that.
Huh.
Oops.
That's a mistake, yeah.
Well.
Okay, almost there. There we go, Appalachian Hardwoods, car delivered. And now we go fill up on some water and we head our way back. All the way to Bryson.
So, I was talking with one of the guys at the Model Railroad Club, and just in general conversation, someone was talking about in this area, every now and then, someone working in telecommunications, the utility marking people, don't quite mark things correctly, and as they're digging, they, all of a sudden they cut a fiber optic line that wasn't marked properly, and within 2 minutes, a half dozen black SUVs roll up.
Makes sense. That's funny as hell.
Yeah,
700 gallons of water? Yeah, I'm gonna need to fill up.
definitely.
Okay. I'll probably just place it on, like, AI Engineer, and then just slowly make our way back.
Fair enough.
Ugh. After I fill up on water. Will this be the latest I've streamed? Till 12? Maybe.
I don't know. I've had so many, late nights doing one thing or another.
Most
I can't even keep track of them anymore.
most of the time I'm in bed by now, but oh well.
Well, we got a late start, but we're getting there.
We're getting there, yeah. Almost done.
I mean, I'm down to two or three switching maneuvers, and then I'll have things taken care of on my end.
Nice, nice.
Just about got Stenzel taken care of, so.
Stop at... Okay, let's go. Overstopped a little bit, but oh well. And... stop. Fill up on water. Okay. 1,000 gallons. I forgot how much this holds. I think like 3,000 gallons. But oh well. Let's see.
3 or 4,000, I think, in that one.
Yeah. Okay, 2,000. Might as well fill up all the way, just in case. Hey!
Got it.
Wait 1 hour. Let's see. Please select. $8,000. Yeah, once we delivered all those cars back to the East Sweeter interchange, it jumped up a whole bunch, the finances.
Yep. Alright, so I've got 2 to take to the interchange, and then...
Alright, there we go. Now, I'm gonna go road, reverse, and I'm just gonna let the AI engineer do all that, so...
Fair enough.
Here we go. Alrighty. 3-hour mark, nice. Just checking various Discord servers now. Let's see. Hey, there we go. 24 miles an hour. Going fast. Just 3 cars today back to the East Winter Interchange. That was a short local.
Well, I mean, granted, I brought 3 back on my way in, so would have been 6.
Could you get, if you are able to, can you get number 92 off the passenger train and into the engine house once you're done?
Yeah, I can do that.
Two more cars. Going through. Going a good 35 miles an hour now, which is nice. That is nice. Hold up. Let's see. Curious to see if we were to do the Alarka branch. What industries are along that line? There's one passenger, like, passing siding. Oh yeah, because if we end up doing the Alarka branch, it's probably the next one we'll get. We do have to... Although, as of right now, if we do unlock the Alarka branch, we could more or less just run that as an extension, because we don't have anything to, like, Brooks or beyond. So...
Yep.
Alarka seems to have quite a few number of industries.
So yeah, Alarka does have a number of industries. A lot of them, even in the higher tiers, don't ask a whole lot, but the 2 big ones are the copper mines.
Yeah. We'll probably have an engine based out of, what's it called? Bryson, just to work that in its entirety.
Fair enough.
Just like one engine or something. Hey, nice. Let's see. Oh my gosh, the whistle. The whistle decided to be a bit goofy there, right there. But went to high pitch for whatever reason, and
Oh, sometimes the Doppler effect doesn't cut out when you're moving the camera around fast.
yeah. Oh well.
Oh, that's right. I was going to explain what I was doing with that 185 vacuum cleaner remark. So actually, that comes from a local improv comedy troupe called Last Ham Standing. Great bunch. They do sort of a live version of Who's Line at Franklin Park near Round Hill about once a month. But one of the improv games they play is called 185, and the whole point of it is to come up with those groaner dad jokes.
Oh, nice.
For example, so it's called 185 because the jokes all follow the same basic formula. 185 blanks walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve blanks here," and then then the blanks say punchline. So what I was going for with my earlier remark, 185 vacuum cleaners walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve vacuum cleaners here." The vacuum cleaners say, "Well, that sucks."
Nice. Dad joke.
Yeah. So if I'm in one of these streams and I find myself being the only one talking, I usually start breaking those out because better than dead air.
This is true. This is true. I can't find anything to really talk about right now, so because I am getting quite tired, but I am determined to finish this. Even if I'm not technically running the train myself, I'm just letting the AI do it. So although we're already almost to Ella, so if I were running this, we'd still be at like Governor's Island because I'd be like barely frickin' awake. Let's see. Oh well. Okay.
Trying to think. As far as old railroad stories go, there's a couple of these that may very well be tall tales, but are just funny enough. So, this was something a friend of mine found in an old book, and of course, old railroaders' tales, things the guys would say it, talking about at social events. So take them for the credibility that deserves. But a couple stories supposedly off of the Louisville and Nashville's Hook and Eye line.
Oh, that stretch of railroad that's very torturous.
Yeah. Well, the Eye apparently was a spot where the track loops around over itself.
Yeah.
There's one story where
It's a tourist road now, I believe.
either that or still run by CSX. I'm not.
It's not run by CSX. It's a short line. I think it's part of the Georgia Northeastern. That's the railroad, and then there's like the Blue Ridge Scenic or something that it's called goes over that.
Okay.
But it's if I remember correctly.
Yeah. All right. Well,
lot of-
regardless, so the first story came from, I believe, it was about the 1890s. So there's a freight train making its way down the mountain, and the engineer was running hot, like really hot, rocking and rolling, bouncing all over the place. The conductor got sick of this, and after a while, so he opens the train line valve on the caboose. Somehow the engineer was able to overcome this and just kept on going. Now, this did not really thrill his conductor being bounced around in the caboose back there. But like I said, they were approaching the Eye, and they were going to be going over the bridge first and then under it. So what the conductor did was he got a fusee, and as they were going over the bridge, he chucks the fusee off the bridge and down onto the track below. So, and sure enough, they come around the they come around the Eye, and the engineer sees a fusee in the rails. Oh boy, he slams the brakes and finally gets to stop. The conductor comes once the train stops, the conductor walks to the head end, looks at the engineer, and said, "You just got flagged by your own skipper." The other tale I heard. Oh, go ahead.
No, continue.
Alrighty. The other tale I heard was as I understand it, there was a little bit of a not quite feud, but bit of a disagreement between a particular engine. This would have been like in the 30s or 20s. Bit of a feud going on between between one particular conductor and a particular engineer. Again, this was a guy who ran things a little rough, and the conductor complained about it enough to eventually got the engineer fired. So what the engineer did, he bought a plot of land right next to the track and bought the worst looking mule he could find. Started to put on basically a trackside pity party, and so that this conductor would have to look at every day when he passed by. And after a while of this, the conductor started to feel sorry for the guy. So eventually the conductor got with him and got with the other guys and got him rehired. The engineer decided he was going to have a little fun with this conductor in response to being fired. So one particular day he was assigned to a passenger train with this conductor, and he decided he was gonna have his fun right then and there. So he went out behind the roundhouse, found an old discarded throttle lever and a few bottles and things of that nature. Took them with him into the cab. And so they go, run starts off normal enough. But they get over the top of the hill and train's really rocking and rolling down the grade. And like recklessly so. And the conductor really is fed up with this, so he decides to lean out and take a look ahead, see what this engineer does. And he looks out just in time to see the engineer bent over, leaning way back in dramatic fashion out the engineer's side window, clutching a bottle to his lips.
Man's drunk. Or pretending to be.
Yeah. And so that was shocking enough to the conductor, but then even more shocking, as he's looking forward, he sees a throttle lever come flying out the cab window. So he's thinking, he thinks, oh no, this we've got a raving drunk lunatic driving the train, and he just threw the throttle out of the engine. The conductor was white knuckling it most of the rest of the way, but the train arrived at its destination, no problem, perfectly smooth stop. But let me tell you, that conductor was the first one in that cab as soon as the train stopped.
Huh. That's funny.
Yeah. Like I say, that's
I wonder if you could get in trouble for pretending to be drunk. Like, you're not actually drunk, you're just pretending to be.
Yeah, that'd be a good question. Feigned. I mean, Rule G prohibits the actual consumption of that, but if you're acting the part, well, then again, sometimes you do sometimes run into some people who seem drunk, they're just stupid. So it's hard to say.
Maybe. Alright, I'm coming into Whittier. I'm going to turn around on the Y, so the only thing that I need to do is just shove those East Whittier interchange cars into the track. I'll very comfortably head back to the roundhouse, the engine shed, and then I think we will be done for today. An hour and 30-minute stream. It's nearly tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just hopping off the cold and water on the 92 and 702, so... I mean, I can though. If you want a clear path in right now, I can make that happen.
Yeah, well, I'm turning around on the Y as it currently stands. So
that should give me enough time to do a little something here.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, just give me a clear path in a moment or two to one of the places where I can just put put these interchange cars.
Alrighty, how many you got?
3. Just 3.
Okay. Yep, I'll line you into a track where there's plenty of space. Actually, I'll just line you straight back. Yeah, you'll be able to back right on into the cut with the coal hoppers and a couple other boxcars.
Yay, okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I see. Alright, pulling forward now. pushing forward, but
All right, I'll make a clear path, and I'll resume fueling 207 once you're in the clear.
I think I'll just fuel this tomorrow. I don't really feel like waiting any longer.
Okay then.
Oh, let's see. Got the switch back.
Lined and locked, double checked.
Go. This switch should always just be, yeah, that's set for the yard. No reason for us to set it back, but right now at least. No music. Oh yeah, it's starting something new. Okay. There we go. And I should put the locomotive back in the shed. A lot of locomotives here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe close the cylinder cocks while you're at it. Okay, let's see. And then tomorrow we will buy a new observation for the passenger train. And the Alarka Y should be done too.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it'll be nice. Nice.
You guys on the Blue Mountain and Southern have me very well trained on the universal greeting.
Indeed. Alright, cars dropped off. There we go. Alright, time to back up. Are you fueling that locomotive now, or?
I mean, I can just leave her at the service at the standpipe here.
Well, I need
if you
to.
prefer.
Preferably I'd like to back in, but oh well. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. I'm tired enough where I don't really care. All right. Let's go.
Get her.
Let's just go ahead and skip the day.
Alrighty.
Let's see, how many cars? Reputation increased?
33 cars, it says. Let's take a look. See, wow, most of them are
My
going to the
microphone is
mine.
dying again.
Yes. Okay, so you've got all right, Bryson
Hello?
team, Bryson.
Hi.
Yep.
There we go. Hi, Jack.
Hello,
We're about to
hello.
end.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I just finished my quiz for film. So yeah, I do think about grip.
I see. Well, we got the Alarka Y done, so that's nice.
Oh, good. There you go.
Yes, and the interchange cars need to go back, obviously, but we're gonna not make the mistake I made last time.
What did you do?
I bought a car that I shouldn't have. I meant to
Oh
buy the
yeah, I
observation.
forgot about that.
We will go ahead and we'll buy the Palace observation. We have $15,000,
That's money.
and we have a 1893 Palace observation, which we will turn into JNPT next time, just not right now, or Penn Central next time. Anyways,
Alrighty.
I think I'm going to end the stream because I need to get to bed.